Hello everyone, welcome. I'm RxOliver, these are my friends, and we're playing Dungeons and Dragons. This is Bay Nights, or Journeys Through the Radiant Citadel, session 17, and it'll be session 4 of Gold for Fools and Princes. I'm here tonight with Martin, our wonderful Dungeon Master. Brew, Dustin, Birdie, and Dave are joining me on the player side. Thank you very much for joining me, everyone. It's good to be back. Martin, you may take it away. It's all yours.
Sure. So welcome everyone. We're back for another game, and we're probably going to finish this chapter of Fools and Gold for
Fools and Princes.
We should finish this today, and we'll probably start the tinge of the next one. And as usual, we are going to disturb the players by asking them a very quick question, and they can pimp anything else out they wish. So yeah, I'm Martin IDM. If you want to play with me, click on all the buttons below. Yeah, and you can have fun doing lots of role playing and giddiness with me. Yeah, click on the button below. In honor of the storm today, called Dave, I'm gonna let Dave go first. Because someone decided to call the storm Dave, so there you go. So Dave, anything you want to pimp out? And also the question for today is, what would your character do for spring break? So in England we say Easter break, in America I think it's more like spring break. But you know the time period. So yeah, Dave, over to you.
Yeah, my name's Dave. I'm playing Thalwyn Emberstride, and I've got a YouTube channel called Dave's. It's actually called Dave's RPGs now. It was Dave's Gaming, and my character for Easter break would go hiking in the, I think they're called the Ballinok Mountains in Barovia.
Nice. Bavaria or Barovia? Because the
Bavaria,
one...
is it?
Well, no, there's two. One.
Barovia.
Barovia C&D, Bavaria's Germany.
He wants to see what's going on over there.
There you go. Nice segue. Also, if anyone wants to play in Curse of Strahd, I run that as a game as well. So click the thing below and you can find out what on earth Dave's talking about. Well done. Next up, I'm going to let RX go. RX, same thing. Pimp yourself out. And what would your character do for spring break?
Thank you. I think for spring break, Francis is going to join Thalwyn. That sounds like fun. He loves nature. He'll get out in the mountains. That sounds like a great place, Barovia. Sounds fantastic. He wants to go see that place with Thalwyn.
If you both went to the wrong one. One went to Bavaria and one went to Barovia. And
it's Germany.
Oh.
Well, if you go to Bavaria, that's Germany, where they have good football teams and great football and a great culture. So I'd be happy with that as well. Either way, I'm happy. I'll go to Bavaria with Dave or Barovia with Thalwyn. And yeah, check me out. You're already watching on my channel, RxOliver, so you should check out Brotherhood of the Dice, where I play on Fridays, and also Dave's Gaming, Dave's RPG, where I play on Mondays. Follow the Twitch and the YouTube. Thank you very much, Martin.
Okay, next we have Brew. Same thing. Anything you want to pimp out and spring break plans?
I am brutally honest. I may stream co-working streams whenever I feel like it again. And my character Yurdi for spring break would probably just be pretty lazy, eat, stay in the shell, sleep, spend a little bit of time with friends and family, but mainly just snooze it away.
Very good. Next up we have Birdie. Birdie, same thing.
I think I would want a little bit of adventure, and I think Petal would go to the material plane and see what that's all about.
Again, to meet up in Germany.
To meet the normies.
I might run into some friends.
Go watch the football in Germany, aye.
Oh, she heard Francis talking about it, now she's interesting.
Sounds good, eh?
Okay.
That's interesting now.
There we go. Maybe if you've got some German fans, there you go.
Trip.
I know I've got at least one.
Yeah.
I know I have got at least one. Shout out to him.
Okay. Anything you want to pimp out, Birdie?
No. If you want to see more of me, I'm on Oliver's channel. You can find me there.
There you go. And finally, we have Dustin. Dustin, same thing. Spring break plans and pimp stuff out.
Well, hi, I'm Dustin Smith. I'm the owner-operator and chief bottle washer at Star City Savages. You can check us out at starcitysavages.net. If you like Flooded World Apocalypse, check out their playthrough of The Drowned War, Carnival of Ink on this channel to get an idea of what we do. I play Kalendor Varn, and Kalendor would try to coordinate with Francis and Thalrin because he really does want to get in touch with the culture of Barovia. But because he's a little flighty and out of his mind, he'd end up drinking beer and eating sausages in Bavaria, wondering where everybody was.
Yep.
Let's go. Shout out to
And,
Bavaria. Shout out to
and,
Germany.
Yeah, and Strahd.
That's right.
Okay. So we'll give everyone a quick introduction, but we are pretty much going straight into a fight. So I suggest you start looking at your sheets. I think Birdie might have looked out because I think Birdie, you would have fully rested. So you're the only one who's got all their abilities and stuff. Everyone else will be whatever from last time. So yes. So last time, as the party arrive at the Gold Warren, Uzma rushes them in with the accompanying princes. Entering, they are attacked by some Aram Roxes that you've heard a little bit about, these strange gold medal-eating ferret things. Defeating them, they vanish similarly to the last few monsters they've been dealing with. After the fight, they find a strange book that fell out of Prince Corinna's pocket during the fight. And it appears to be a strange book about theology and a demon called Pazuzu, which has some similar summoning glyphs to those of the ones that they found when these creatures have been appearing. You briefly quiz him about it. He seems very shirty about it, but you agree to go onwards because you still need to find the miners. And he just says he found this around the floor around the market where the scorpions were, and insists that he was going to show you guys this book, but saying he forgot. Moving on, they discover the miners hiding up in a small cave, and just as they're about to rescue them, more Aram Roxes arrive, seemingly magically, and begin to attack. So you can all roll me your initiatives.
Jeez, that's a lot of dice I just went.
Oh, it lagged and then they all went at the same time, yeah. How? I rolled a big fat one. So, I am a halfling, so I reroll once.
Okay.
It's a bit better.
Hey.
There you go.
So you got a 22. So I'll just check that I think D&D Beyond has been updated. Yeah, so Francis, yours is now a 22, is that correct?
Yes.
Yuri, have got 17, Thalrin 19, Kalendor 18, and Pedal 2. Is that all correct?
Looks
good.
right.
Okay. Right, then going first, unsurprisingly, is Francis, and then it's one of the monsters.
Oh, Dustin's doing a thing. Nice work, Dustin. Dustin. Do we remember? Have we just started this fight? We've not hit none of them. Yeah, this has just started. None of them are injured. None of us are injured from this fight.
You discovered the miners, and you had a quick chat with them, and then these things have appeared again, seemingly magically.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna go pow and go straight for the big one. Has to be done.
Sure.
Get behind me, brothers and sisters. Francis will defend you, and I'll go wacky whack with the whack whack.
Straight into the center of it. Okay.
Oh, aye, straight for the big guy. I mean, I could have. What's the ceiling height? Because I could maybe jump over it.
Yeah, it's not that big, and
Nah.
it's only like 10 feet.
Yeah,
like
see,
a cave system,
because
yeah,
that's what I was thinking. That's why I've just went there. If it was higher, I would have jumped over and just went behind that one. But I don't think that's an option here, so I'm going to go straight in there and try to give it a wee tapperoo with a smackaroo. That's a nice roll.
Oi.
Big 27.
That'll hit.
For what are we doubling the dice? So that's
Did you get a crit?
yes. So that's 10 plus 4, 14.
Yeah, well, you double. It's up to you. I allow players to do it however they want. Easy way I do it is you just double the base damage. so not the +4.
Yeah, yeah.
Or you can re-roll the 2 dice if you want to chance it and see if you get
Well,
more.
4 and 1 wasn't the best roll, so I'm going to roll 2d8, 2d6 and see if I get better.
Sure, and then we add that to your previous score. So 9 plus whatever you roll on the 2d20.
Yeah, so
So
9 plus 8, 17. Smack!
17.
I'm gonna
Nice.
do away with this. Baddie. Whoa, that won't hit it. A 10.
Nope.
Okay, so I'm gonna attempt to punch it as well. And an 11. That's not gonna do much, is it?
11 misses.
Okay, and I'm going to use my flurry of blows to. Oh, looks like you can spend. This is my second last key point. Looks like I've been using these boys.
You guys did? Yeah, you haven't even had a short rest, I don't
14.
think,
Does a
since
14
the
hit
last-
it, Martin?
Nope.
No. Oh, okay. So 1 crit and nothing else from me. Great stuff. That'll be my turn. I'll just stay
Which
there.
one did you hit?
The big boy.
Big bad.
Yeah, this one's like double the
Mama.
size, this one. And is
Annie.
that all your turn?
Annie Wilkes. Who's Annie Wilkes, Dave?
You guys, someone there, you guys named him. Francis, is that all your
out
turn?
of, Stephen King's Misery.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, that's an action and a bonus action, so that's my turn. I will stay there in the midst of the wall. There's nowhere really better for me to move if I can't get behind it.
Okay, it is Alan's turn, and then it'll be Thalrin, and then Kalendor. And Alan is going to burrow, and it busts up right next to Petal. So that'll be Petal. Ooh, it gets lots of attacks, so I will be nice and say it will actually go here. Which means it can space out the attack. So Pedal, it's gonna
Fear
do.
the law.
It's
Spread it out.
Yes. Well, when you get 3 attacks, that's quite a lot. We have a 7. Hopefully, and are they showing up as I roll? on the
Yes.
main
Yeah,
screen?
that's there.
Yep. I have an armor of 17.
Oh,
Yeah, nice.
and a
Nice.
10. And then Calendar, it's going to try and bite for a crit for 24. Unless anyone has any magic to stop that. What?
What's that, bro?
Silvery barb.
Do you have any silvery barbs left? Are you sure?
I think I do have one. I think I have one more point. Yeah.
Fair enough. That's fine. So I will re-roll it.
Yep.
Which is good because then it gets a 1.
Oh, nice work, bro.
It'll be a fail.
Thank you.
Who are you giving the advantage to from the silvery barbs?
Thalrin, since he's next.
Okay, so
Good
that
shout.
one you have advantage on, from the silvery barbs. Well done. It is Thalrin's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna have to attack Alan because otherwise. Oh no. Sorry, I'm at the back.
You've got enough room to, you've got enough room to maneuver.
Depends where he goes. It's going to be an attack of opportunity now. Oh no, I was thinking of Dustin's character. Sorry, that's Thalrin there. I was
Yeah,
looking
no,
at the tokens.
Thalrin's
That's
also
Dustin
paying.
there, isn't it?
Can I move to there?
Yeah.
And I'll attack Cristiano.
Okay.
Thalrin has come to protect the miners with me. You are an honourable man, Brother Thalrin.
I'm just gonna hit it with my Warhammer.
Okay.
Oh, that's the damage. Sorry, ignore that. Ignore.
Nice.
Francis really likes his new companions. Thalrin, Petal, Kalendor, and
20, but
What
it's
is it?
dirty 20, so it's not. It's
Still
not
are.
20.
Yeah.
Sure. It hits.
come on.
Hits. And that's 8 bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
Smack.
And then, can I use my bonus action as well?
Yeah, sure. What are you going to do with your bonus action?
I've got a flame blade attack,
Sure.
which is summons a fiery blade.
Okay. But I mean,
Oh,
did
fuck
you...
it, get it!
Oh,
Sorry, go on, what?
Yes, I'm
Say
pretty
again.
sure that the flame blade just summons it. I don't think it gives you an extra attack. I think it just means you summon the sword.
No, it's an
Unless
attack.
you are... Are you
Oh, do I
sure?
need-
Because from...
You have
Well,
to
it's
cast
like
it
there's
first.
spells like Shillelagh.
I have to cast it first and then have it as a. Oh, sorry, right, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, so you've done it exactly like you said, but and now you have a flamey sword, and the next.
So for the next
one,
round, I'll have that in the, and that'll be what I.
Yeah, I
attack with.
don't. Yeah, so you can use that for your normal attack. I don't think you can't really use it as a bonus action unless you want to do the whole offhand thing where one hand has the flaming sword and the other hand has another weapon in. So just to make it nice and
It's
complicated.
just it's there in the bonus actions. It's there as part
It's,
of the bonus actions. So
Yeah,
so I have to
certain
cast
spell-
it before and then.
Cast it first.
You have to cast it, and then it means you basically got a magic weapon that you can use. But the only way if you want 2 attacks is if you tell me I'm going to attack my
Put it in your other hand.
with the flame sword,
I've
and
got
the
it.
other hand you have like a shitty like a dagger or something. So
Got
yeah, it does.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
they're doing.
It means you don't get your proficiency
Alright, well,
bonus on the
that's-
attack with it, and you don't add proficiency bonus to the damage or something. It reduces it a little bit. It nerfs it a little bit the second hand, but not very much.
That's
In
fine.
5th edition.
I get it now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just the damage. Yeah, it's just reduces the
That's,
damage.
that's my.
It's not like old
Okay.
editions where you got -4 to hit in your offhand and -2 in your good hand.
No, it's still good. Yeah, and then Calendar, it's your turn.
Okay. Let's see here. All right, Calendar sees those. Quick point of clarification. In my spells, I picked up some things. I picked up Shatter,
Nice.
and I picked up Shatter and Dissonant Whispers,
I know that.
and I also picked up what was it?
I don't know Shatter. I don't
Right, thingy, dagger, cloud thing.
Cloud of Daggers. Yeah. So.
that one.
And you got a few.
Can I use that on these things attacking us without harming my compatriots?
Ooh, it depends which one you're going to use. So
Might be able to get these 3 without hitting anybody. Maybe even those 4 without hitting anybody. Depends what the kind of shape of the thing is. I don't know. What's the
I
rules?
also picked up Dissonant Whispers, and I don't know if the creatures like Annie Wilkes would be tempted by it, like suddenly become paranoid that her allies are actually working against her. So
I mean, maybe it's worth. Yeah, I mean, good or bad. The only bad thing I think you don't have loads of spell slots left, but
yeah.
you can do any of those things. Let me see. Shadow would get the most creatures in. And yeah, you can do it from a distance. Yeah, so you could. I will show you the circle, and then you could try and place this so it won't get any of your friends.
Okay.
If you want, and this would do the most damage as long as they fail their save. So this is the area. So you
That looks like you
place
could do that with it.
Yeah, so you want to try and get as many creatures as you can in, and you need to make sure you get at least half of them. That because that's how the spell works. So you could get, what, 4 of them in, and you'd miss all your friends.
Even if
What I'd like.
you move it up just a tiny little bit just to make sure you get half of this one, you're still not getting half of me.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the rule I do. I think it is a rule in one of the books. I did find it. Yeah, you have to get usually. Yeah, so
You could
that is fine with me. Yeah.
All right, and that's all 4 of them, right?
It is, and I think I just need to check. I think this is a leveled spell.
It's second.
Yeah. Well, you can cast it at third if you want to upcast it.
You can upcast it.
For some reason,
level
you've got
spell.
lots of third level spell slots left. So if you want to do it at higher level, you could do that at third level, and it'll do more damage.
Let's do third level. All right. Third level shatter.
I need you to describe this spell to me, Dustin. I don't know this spell. What's going on here?
So, according to the book, a sudden loud ringing noise, a sudden intense pain at the point of your choice for a 10-foot radius. So what I'm going to say is that everybody who's around kind of sees Kalendor narrow his eyes and bite his lip, and then all of a sudden does this cowboy whistle, but he does it with like such fervor that like his hair kind of like wisps in the wind, and it just starts bouncing along the walls of the cavern, driving the animals nuts. And let's see. All right.
You don't need to do anything. This is all for me to do some saves. So the first little one has succeeded, and the third little one, the middle one's failed, and the big one has failed.
Yes.
Okay.
So you do have to do something. So where your spell is on your sheet for the third level, it has a little box with a cloud in it, and it says 4d8. Click on that, and it'll show me the damage.
The box with the cloud in it.
Yeah. So on where it says cast shadow, and it says 60 feet, and then there's a little box that says 4d8 and a little cloud.
11.
Okay, so you do 11 damage, and it is, I'm pretty sure it's thunder damage. Yeah. Okay, and let me see if it is an half damage. So even the ones that succeeded will still take some damage. So well done. So 11 total from these two, and the other ones take 6 because we go up. Round up in my game. Well, Dustin, you still technically have a bonus action and movement if you want to do anything with that.
Alright, let's see. What are my bonus actions?
So you probably can't cast a spell, but you may have some bardic left. But I know you were running short on them last time.
We did a short rest. Who's next? Well, let's see. All 3 of the points are full up. So I'm wondering if that means my...
Oh yeah, if they're all if you've checked them all, that means you've used them all up.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I don't think I have any. Well, I have 2-weapon fighting, so yeah. I guess I'm just gonna stab.
So for 2-weapon fighting, the only way you can use it is if you've already attacked with a weapon in one hand. It's like ching ching. Otherwise, you can't. Yeah. It's the only way it works.
Yeah.
But you've done a lot of damage. I'm just putting it all through my little cistern.
Hey Martin, which was the little baddie that took the full damage?
The little
Bruce doing the thing. I saw you were
was,
typing in the thing. You're doing the thing.
Cristiano is the one who took the most damage from that. And is the most injured.
Cristiano both done that hit, right?
Why are you asking, Yurdi? Why are you asking?
I'm tracking
you.
So for the viewers who don't see it, Brew does a thing we have in our Discord voice channel. There's the text channel, and Brew does. She writes out the initiative, and she then even does like who's been hurt and like who's looking good and stuff. And she tracks that shit for us, so we've got a visual thing. Because she's a nerd.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad thing. I don't mind. I don't make it that easy for you guys because D&D is easy enough without me giving you everything. So, but well done. I'm going to be a nice DM because some DMs would be like, "Oh, you need to roll because maybe the mine's going to collapse and you all die." I think that would be mean, so I'm not going to do that.
That
but
would
you
be
do
mean.
see, that the miners look a little bit worried, but it doesn't cave in yet. So don't worry about that, Dustin. So well done. Okay, so next up it is me, and then it'll be Yurdi. So Yurdi can start getting ready. It is Dee's turn. Dora's going to attack Francis. Let's see if I can. Yeah, I think this one is going to attack. I mean, it could burrow, but I don't think it can burrow far in. Oh no, it can. It burrows a very tiny bit just to get here, and reappears right next to you.
Ah, that is
so we can
cheesy,
get
Martin.
to-
Just to avoid the attack of opportunity. It wouldn't be an attack of opportunity anyway. You don't even need to do that.
Oh, it's just for the fun of it, because I was like, can I? It's just so I can attack two of you to. Yeah.
What can I do?
You cannot be sassy, so it's going to attack you with its claws. First one is 6, and then an 18.
Yeah, that hits me.
Okay, so you take 6 slashing damage, and
Okie dokie.
you are grappled.
Oh, don't I get a save against that? That's harsh.
No, because it
Wow.
attacked you, it automatically goes through. You can try and get out of it on your turn. Yeah, so I think you remember saying you had these creatures last time, I think, for this issue. So remember, grapple means you can do everything, you just can't move. But there are ways to get out of it that are, you know, you don't have to like kill it or etc. Okay, let me just put the grappled on you. Okay, and then it's going to bite Thalrin for a 18.
You know, if it meets it, it beats it. Yeah, 18.
So you take 6 piercing damage. And are you wearing any type of armor?
I'm wearing chainmail.
Ooh.
Okay. Again, you get a little chink out of you, and
A little nibble.
yes,
A little nibble.
a little nibble, and yeah, it regains some health back. Which I don't think matters. So I don't think this one's taken any. So there you go. Right, then it is Yurti's turn.
Yuri is gonna take off her pink bow, tie it like a bandana around her head,
Or Rambo. Yes.
and I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt at 3rd level. And it says it needs a twig from a tree that has been struck by lightning. So I'm gonna pull out a bag of twiglets. Obviously.
Sure. Because all twiglets have been hit by lightning. That's why they taste so bad.
That's
yeah.
why they taste burnt.
True. Yeah, they are the devil. They are made by witches.
And I am going to cast it on Biggie Annie Wilkes.
Sure. Hey, let's see. You hoping to get this hit? Ooh.
For the viewers again, sorry to interrupt you, but there's a video on the members only on the YouTube channel of Brew tasting twiglets. She ordered them from the UK to taste them, and you have to watch it to see her reaction. It's brilliant.
Twiglets are lovely. What's wrong
Twiglets
with you?
are awesome. You're correct, David. You're correct.
If you're seeing campfire ash, that is what twiglets are.
Do you have any heroic inspiration, bardics left over?
I don't think so, no. So I just looked
Okay.
really cool eating garbage twiglets, so.
You just ate a twiglet, but in your head you were doing something very cool, but no. Anything else? You got bonus action, movement?
No, I'd prefer to stay where I'm at.
Okay, then it is
Oh,
a lot of
wait a minute,
bad
Brew.
guys at
Wait a
the
minute,
battle.
Brew. Before you say that, you might want to move along a little bit just to let the 2 princes in.
Yeah, the princes are yeah, I mean you can they probably can, yeah, they should be able to just get past you. Yeah.
Bye!
Yeah, that might be a plan.
Yeah, they will. The princes will try and help you, possibly. It is the Annie Wilkes' turn, who is the den leader, so she's a little bit more powerful than everyone else. And unfortunate. Well, let's see.
Oh, I'm already grappled. Does that give her advantage?
Nope. Just means you can't
No?
move.
Okay.
I'm just checking where she's gonna move. Nice. Yeah, she burrows, and she can burrow a bit more than everyone else. So she burrows here. And she's going to attack. Let's see.
Damn it, Yurdi, why did you move?
She's going to
She
attack some of
wouldn't have
these.
seen me, damn it!
So it will. Let me see who's. Yeah, it will attack Calendar with its one bite, which is a 14, which I think does get Calendar.
It does.
So Calendar, you take.
We've had this discussion about how he needs to get better armor.
My armor
Will
class is
do.
12.
But we'll do some very quick shopping today, but there is a time limit on my shopping game, so you're probably about 10 minutes. You take 9 piercing damage. Are you wearing any armor?
I am wearing some armor. I'm wearing leather armor.
Yeah. For some reason, you think it would say specifically metal, but I guess it just eats one of the buckles on it. So it chomps it down, and it gets a special ability. And this one is going to choose, after eating your buckle, it goes into a frenzy of excitement, so it's going to have advantage on attack rolls until the start of its next turn.
Ooh.
This is just like that time in Key West.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. So, unfortunately, then Yurdi gets the bad thing from this. So, Yurdi, this is... I'll have to roll twice. So, it's going to try and claw you for a 22. Let's see if I can beat that. No. So, 22 for the first one. The second one is...
Does this count as being within 5 feet of me or no? Because Calendar's between me and Annie.
I think you just... Yurdi's next... Oh, the creature would be over 5 feet. Yurdi's next to you.
Okay. Okay.
So I don't know if that... So, yeah. Sorry, Yurdi. And the next one is... I think it was only a... the next one is a... 20 to hit. So I'm guessing they both hit?
Yeah.
Okay, but no... Yeah, anyway. But the damage is 14
Ooh, calm down, Martin.
plus 10.
Calm down,
24 slashing damage.
Calm down.
Fucking hell.
Calm down, Martin.
It's the big mama. You should have taken her out, you know.
I tried.
Also, you are
I missed 3
grappled.
times.
You're
Oh, dear.
also grappled. There you go. That is its turn. Now it's the other guys. And then it will be Pedal to finish you guys up. She's got the crystal. You can summon a creature to do your bidding. You do have a ace up your sleeve.
I can't take that 24
Got this, you
damage
don't
for her,
need
though.
that. You don't need that. We've got this.
Okay, it is. Cristiano's
Wait
turn.
6
It's
more
gonna-
turns, guys, and then I'll do something.
Okay, so Cristiano hears that and again digs its way through to Pedal, and this one's just going to attack Pedal. For
That burrow ability, so they can move around without taking attacks of opportunity, is really nice for them.
It is,
It's cool.
And they keep restoring they keep restoring HP
And
as
they
well.
can restore
nibbling on
HP by
armor.
eating your armor. That's brilliant. It's a great monster.
so the bite attack is a 21.
Fuck off, Martin.
Hits.
Calm down.
Are you wearing any armor? Pedal?
I'm wearing a breastplate, and I have a shield.
Yep, sure. So you'll take the damage is 6 piercing, and it regains 3 hit points. And then it's going to try and bite you for a 20.
No hits.
And an 8. So I'm guessing just the 20 will hit. So you take another 8 slashing damage, and you're also grappled.
Okay, so 8 and 6.
And that is its turn. It is E's turn, who is... I'm trying to space this out. This one is gonna dash Burrow. So So it chews through.
It can dash and burrow.
Base-
Wow.
Oh well, no, it's using its action to burrow.
It can,
so that's yeah.
aye, it can burrow,
Yeah,
but
so
also
it's
move.
used all Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. So yeah, so it basically appears next to the printers, but it has to use all its turn to do that.
Ooh.
So it is B's turn, which is a little
Barry.
bit of burrowing, and it's going to get on this Barry, and it will split up the attacks on you two. So it'll bite Francis for
Not enough.
16, and it will claw Dave's character for a 11 and a 22.
Yeah, the 22 hits.
So you take 5 slashing damage, and you're also grappled. So I think that nearly everyone is grappled. Which puts us on to Petal's turn, and then it will be the princess.
Great, I'm hitting people.
Go for it.
Go on, Petal. Save the day.
Cristiano's the one that has me grappled, right?
Yes.
Alright, Cristiano's getting the first hit.
Come on.
Oh.
Trying not to do anything. That's a 10. I'm hitting again.
Get in.
Come on.
24.
Alright.
24.
I'm gonna
24
also
will
gonna-
hit.
burn a spell slot so I can do a divine smite as well.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I'll roll the damage. This is for the Morning Star, and then this is for my get out of here. Divine smite.
$15.
A lot of pop-ups right now. Okay, there we go. All right, so 6 plus 9.
So 15, is that total?
Yes, that's total.
Everything? Nice. Cool.
Mhm,
So,
mhm. Mark off the spell
that's on
slot.
Cristiano. So Cristiano is nearly dead. He is at death's door. And just in case you forgot, you guys did get that magical ability from the ghost a bit ago, remember? So all your weapons are a bit magical. It gives you that weapon of warning. I don't think it adds anything, it just means that your weapons are magic for a bit longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it counts as hitting
Alright.
creatures that are only hit by magical weapons, but it doesn't give us a +1.
Yeah, but so I just thought I'd let you know, but yeah, I couldn't remember.
But it
if
gives you a
added
warning
anything
when
else.
danger's near, that's the main thing.
So you can't be surprised for a few more days anyway.
Okay.
Pedal, anything else?
No, I'm just gonna give a primal scream to try and get the others to come towards me. I want to fight them all. Get over it,
Well,
Andy
remember,
Wilkes.
I mean, you technically the odds are in your favor because you do have, what is there, 7 of you? Because you've got the princes with you, so and
If
the
they
princes are pretty badass.
if they do something and start helping their people,
I was gonna say if they do
I'm-
something.
I'll wait till my next turn to say it. Like these motherfuckers.
So,
But Petal screams to get the others to come after her.
Okay, who has? Yeah. I think. Oh no, you probably can all see. Who has the highest passive perception out of everyone in the group?
I don't think it's me.
Mine's
14
an 11.
mine is.
I think it's Dustin from.
I think
previous
it might
experience,
be.
but I'm not
Mine's
100%
is
sure.
13. But not me.
Okay.
Where do I find my passive
It's on the
perception?
left, under your stats.
Left and yeah, static one, yeah.
I
Passive
think it was
perception
Justin
for me
and
is
Sarah.
yeah, it's
Yeah, I thought it
17.
was Dustin and Sarah. Nice. So Dustin,
It
you
is Sarah as well,
notice
17.
as Prince Corinna kind of gets ready to attack, he pushes Prince Simbon into Evelyn, and Evelyn obviously then turns
This
to Prince
motherfucker.
Simbon.
I've got a
And
question about
you
Princess
see-
Martin.
You'll have
Sorry.
to wait.
Yeah,
I
sorry.
mean, you can start shouting at them in the middle of the fight, but
I'm
they
going
might-
to, but
So
also
Prince-
I've got a question, but I'll wait.
Sure. So Prince Corinna, does do that, and then uses. Yeah, but Yuri notices that. And yeah, he actually moves away and goes. Yeah, he uses it. Oh, cool. Yeah, you take care of that. I'll help these guys. And he moves here.
This guy.
And now it's Prince Simbon's turn, who, being honest, I don't think anyone can see because he's in the cave, and he will attack Evelyn with his longsword. And let's see how he does. Oh, he did very well. He got a 24 and a 23.
Very
So he did
nice.
well. Let's see what it does. So the damage he does is 11 plus whatever this rolls. 9. Oh, it does 20 points to Evelyn.
Very good. He only got involved because it went after him, though. He wasn't going to.
You don't know. You don't know.
Francis is wise.
He felt you judging him. He felt you judging him.
So yeah, remember Prince Simbon's the one who's kind of been nice to you. The other prince is the one who dropped the book.
Brings me to my question, Martin.
Yeah.
Last session, you said that Prince Simbon and Prince Karina were both like kind of arguing over Yurti's affections because they both liked her, and one of them was talking about making her a bejeweled, bedazzled prosthetic hand, and the other one said, "I like her just the way she is." And I asked you which one's which, and you said you have to wait till next session. I want to know which one says which.
I'll have to roll a dice because I can't remember. I'll watch the video. It will be Lady's choice. Anyway, that round is done. We are back up to the top, which means it is Francis's turn.
What do I do to get out of the grapple?
I mean, it doesn't stop you from attacking, or it doesn't affect any abilities.
I only need
yeah,
to get out
you'd have
of
to
it
use
if I
your-
want to move.
Yeah, so you can use an action to use do an acrobatics or athletics roll to get out, but that's it for you unless you've got a bonus action.
No, I can just fight them while grappled. I've got.
Yep. Were you in range to attack Dora or Barry? Yeah.
Which ones? Oh, I can look at Bruce thing. Dora's not been hit, and Barry has been hit, so I'll go for Barry. Nice work,
Okay.
Brute. Starting with the quarterstaff. 12 won't hit it.
Nope.
Okay. And that should hit it at 19.
19 will hit.
Oof. Oh,
7 damage.
Okay. 7 to Barry. Yep.
14 hit it.
Nope, just misses.
Oh, okay, and I'm going to use my last key point to do Flurry of Blows and make one more attack. Come on.
Okay.
Come on.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
crit, nat 20.
So it's this plus another 2d6.
What'd you get? 13
18.
plus the extra. 18, nice. All on Barry. Yep, so Barry is now bloodied. Well done.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he was done.
No.
Nope. Anything else on your turn?
No, if they're both still there, I don't need to move, so I'm not going to. I don't need to do anything else. Stay grappled.
It is Alan's turn. Who is?
Wait. Sorry, Martin. 1 second. There is something I should be doing here with these unarmed strikes.
Okay.
You've got to make a save. Let me just find it.
Okay.
Open
sure.
hand technique, yeah. So which one's grappling me? Oh, it doesn't matter because I was hitting Barry. Doesn't matter, I was hitting Barry. So Barry's got to make a save.
Which one? Yep.
Saving
Con?
throw. Dex saving throw 14.
It fails. You got an 8.
Twice because I hit him twice. No, I only hit him once, didn't I? No, I hit him twice. Yeah, so
But
one.
he's failed it anyway. What happens? Is it extra damage or? An
So he's
effect?
prone till the end of my next turn
Sure.
from one,
Okay.
but I can also do another one. Strength saving throw 14. Do a strength saving throw 14.
Okay.
Oh no, forget that, because I hit him with a
12.
quarterstaff and then I hit him
Oh.
with flurry of blows. Only one was a punch. I can only do that on the flurry of blows. Ignore the second one. Sorry,
Okay.
Martin. It's just the one.
No, it's okay. So he is prone, which
Prone
means
till the end of
it
my next turn.
might help Thalrin to attack.
Yeah.
Okay, and it is A's turn. It will obviously not be prone. And it will attack each of you. So it'll do one on each. So it will do a bite on Francis for a 10, and a claw on Thalrin for a 13.
Nope.
So it is Thalrin's turn.
Okay, I have a question.
Sure.
How high is the ceiling in this room?
Oh,
Still
Lord.
10 feet. Still 10 feet.
Okay, so I've got a spell called Call Lightning, which gives I've 60-foot radius, but 10 feet high. Are you going to allow me to cast that? I'm really sorry about my voice. Will you allow me to cast that in this cave?
I think it'll say
yeah,
in the
I mean,
rules,
it's
doesn't
just-
it? If you can't.
It says if you're in a room where you haven't got the space,
Okay.
because you're casting a storm and then you're calling
Yeah.
lightning down. But you said 10
I mean,
feet, and 10
yeah,
feet
no.
is the limit.
If 10 feet's the limit, you can still do it. Yeah, that's
Can
fine.
you do it in 10 feet? That's
So I'm going to cast.
impressive.
That's what it says.
I mean, yeah, whatever it says on your sheet, if that's the rules, I'm happy to do it. Yeah, and I did say that that's how big the ceiling is. So yeah, go for it.
So.
None of that back in my day.
That.
To be outside for that back in my day.
And it's a 60-foot wide radius, so I can pinpoint pretty much anyone
Wow.
in that circle, if you can
Sure.
see it.
There you go. You can
Okay.
use the wide thing if you want. It's up to you.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Go on then.
Whatever you want. Yeah, you position it wherever. Is this going to be one of those things where it hurts your allies, or you can? It's just something that does, right?
The storm happens, but I can pinpoint where the lightning is.
Okay.
He points
Cool.
them. Cool, like, very
Sure.
good spell.
So I'll cast that, and then I'm going to point a bolt of lightning.
Sure.
I'm going to
you
point
do
it at Annie Wilkes.
Sure.
So, Annie Wilkes, each creature within. Oh shit! Hang on.
You might want to do it for Barry, Allen, and Cristiano.
Well, it says
Make it
each creature
more.
within 5 feet of that.
Yeah, so it blasts down and then
point.
it'll affect a few people. Yeah.
So if I pinpoint
You
it
can put it behind Annie.
You could just
Yeah,
you probably
that's
hit the
it.
three of these, yeah.
in between Barry, Allen, and Cristiano, is that 5
Yeah.
feet for each? So I can hit for 3.
You get that be your maximum. I think you could do. Yeah, if you
5
did
foot
that,
radius,
Yeah.
yeah, you're
Yeah.
good.
So
Sure.
each one of them needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Sure. We have a 3, a 10,
Fail.
and
Fail.
a 8, 19. So I'm guessing 2 of them
So-
fail, 1 succeeds.
So the 2 that failed need to do 3d10 damage.
Sure. Roll me
And
that.
the one that succeeded takes half.
Sure. Roll me the dice, and yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so on your spell, they should like.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's a good roll.
24.
Oof.
Nice.
That's a
What'd
lot.
you get? 24 on a. Right, so that one is a death's door, and also on
You're not
B. B
Oh,
is dead though. You killed
Yeah.
B.
yes, come on.
Muzzle like
Um,
a twiglet. Like a twiglet.
And Cristiano you killed because he'd already. So you killed 2 of them. You killed B and C. What's it look like as you killed
Very
2
nice,
of them?
Thalrin.
Just because I'm grappled, it's just like conjure this storm from, and then just fucking strike down. slam
Sure.
them both into the ground and, like I say, light up like a frazzled twiglet.
There you go. And I think one of you is now not grappled.
If
Which
it's
I think it might
Barry,
be.
I think it's me.
I think it was
Is it
Barry.
you?
Was
Okay.
it? Was it not Barry grappling me, or was it Dora that was grappling me?
Oh, is
don't
it?
remember.
It might be, yeah.
I don't remember.
Okay. I think it was Francis though. Francis, you're not. Pedal. I can't remember. Can you remember who was grappling you? Because then I think
Pretty sure it was.
you might.
Oh, it's Cristiano.
Oh, so you're also on grapples.
That's why I
Well done,
attacked
Thalrin.
Cristiano.
Anything else on your? Oh, and I presume your flame. Is it a concentration spell or is it just a whatever
It's
spell?
no, it's let me bear with me.
You can cast other spells while it's
It's
up.
only just.
Think.
It's just because you've got your flame blade.
It's a concentration spell.
So your flame blade might go out, but
So
you've
it's
got
10
this
minutes.
up, which is cool. So I presume every round you can do something similar. I'm guessing.
As a bonus action, it just says flame blade, so I'm assuming I have to cast it before I use it.
I mean,
or can I
well,
use it?
yeah, but usually you have. I'm just checking your spells. Usually, if your flame blade's a concentration spell, it'll go out if you're concentrating on the other spell. So I'm just checking.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was just just checking in case, just so you know that you'd have to recast it. So, but yeah, it's concentration. Your flame blade goes out, but this goes up. That's fine. Okay, it is Calendor's turn.
Okay. All right. So, am I grappled or not grappled?
Nope,
You
you're
are
not.
not grappled. No.
All right. And let's see. Right about now, which one's more hurt, Alan or Annie?
Let's have a look. Alan or Annie?
Let's look in Bruce's notes.
Alan's more damage.
Aye, Alan's just about done.
I
Annie's
am
also hurt, though.
going to try.
Yeah, Annie's. Yeah.
I'm going to try and stab him with my rapier.
Sure, go for it.
All right. So what do I roll?
Yep. Click on in middle. On main screen it should say rapier. Just click the +4 on actions.
Oh.
Roll a
Okay.
6.
Okay. So you miss, but because a lot of you were talking about doing your offhand. This is where you can do it. So you've attacked with one weapon. As long as you've got another weapon, you can do that. So I'm going to equip your dagger quickly. So if you want, you can attack again with the dagger, which you might have to refresh your screen if it's not appeared, but you should now see next to rapier it should say dagger, and you can try and hit it with that as well.
Let me refresh. And let's see what happens.
Yeah.
All right.
So you can now use the dagger if you want. So click the +4 and you can try and hit it again. Ooh, for a 14.
Don't think
Which
that hits
just
it.
misses. But that's how you basically use them. A lot of players ask me about this. So that's how you basically do two-weapon fighting. You have to attack with one weapon that's not two-handed, and then you use your other one. So that is both your things. Do you want to do any movement, Calendar?
No, I'm going to stick close to my friends, Pedal and Yurty.
Okay. Then it is
You're a brave man.
D's turn, which is going to attack Francis and Thalran. Okay, but it just gets 2 attacks, so it'll do. It will bite Thalran for a 12.
Nope.
And it will use its claws on Francis for a 23.
Oh yeah, that'll hit. Ouch.
So you take.
You got this, buddy.
I've got this.
5 slashing, and you are grappled again.
Francis thinks he's got 10,000 hit points. Francis is fine.
I mean, on the plus side, this creature is now is grabbed both you guys, so it may be, that's what it's doing. Yeah.
Can that little guy grapple too?
It can, but I'll tell you,
Even
I wouldn't
size?
use it.
Like that, holding it.
It can,
No,
but
it has
can't.
like 6 little legs, but
Got us in headlock.
They've
Yeah,
got
but
6 or
yeah,
8. I
these
think
ones
it's not
remember,
8 legs they have.
They
6 or
do,
8?
but remember these
Is
are
it
classed,
6?
I think, as
About
small or
6.
tiny, small. So yeah, basically now all its hands are full, so it can only do the bite attack. So on the plus side, it can only bite.
It's
Mm,
grappling 2 of
but it
us.
does
Oh
okay.
shit.
It
It's
can
adorable.
grapple
Got us in
both of you.
headlocks.
Yeah.
It's still trying to bite.
But that. Yeah.
Exactly
Well,
that.
the picture is basically a massive ferret. It is Yurdi's turn.
Come on, Yeri.
I think Dave, your character might have peed his off since she tried to cast a storm spell and you were like, look at me, look at my spell.
Good one up here with my spell.
Look at my spell. I'm a druid.
I think I'm more offended by the fact that you produced Twiglets when it took me that as a component. Like, that's just gloating at that point. So Yurdi's almost dead.
I was
and
wondering, you
going
can't have
to,
many more hit points. Like,
Go in your shell. Go in your shell, Yurdi. Just go in your
I'm gonna
shell.
use my action to go in my shell. I don't think it's worth it to cast the elemental with
Is it
the little
is it
guys.
is it a full action to go in the shell? Or is
It's
it
a
bonus
full
action?
fucking action. Yeah, no, it's a
Oh,
bonus
Yeah.
to emerge, but
oh,
it takes me and my old lady body, I guess, forever to get it in.
Can you do anything
So-
with that bonus action, or is yeah, like
Nope.
any quick mad? No, nothing. Okay.
No,
Once you're in the
nope, I
shell,
used
you're
all
in
my
the shell.
sorcery points and stuff. Yeah, so I'm shelling it.
which gives you
Selling
plus
it,
what on
okay.
your armor class?
Plus
Something
4, so
stupid,
now it's a
plus
21.
21 armor class is solid. Like,
Okay, then it is the Annie Wilkes' turn, who's the big one. Who I think she's the one who grappled Brew, isn't she?
She is,
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So but you can still go in the claw with that. Okay, so it gets. I mean, it's going to try and bite you inside the shell because it's hungry, but then it will claw Calendar. So let's just see if it can eat you in the shell. Oh, 20?
Saved by the
I think
shell.
you're
Saved
Sure.
by the
20 or
shell.
21?
You're 21.
20.
Right?
Yeah, she's
21.
21.
You
She's
feel-
21 in the
21.
shell. The shell saved her. Come on.
You feel its tongue. You feel its tongue on your little feet, but it
Ah!
doesn't do anything. Okay, and it will try and claw Calendar for a 17,
That will definitely hit me.
which is a 10 slashing damage in your grapple.
I'm going to start keeping my gold just to buy you some armor.
We are going to do a quick shopping thing, and I will make sure he has the opportunity to buy the armor that he can wear at least. Okay. That's the big one's turn. We've got C's turn, which is dead. E's turn. Oh, Evelyn's going to attack Prince Simborn.
Karina didn't do anything yet. This piece of shit. No, he did. He
No.
attacked, didn't he?
Well, yeah, this one has, yeah. The other one hasn't, yeah.
No, Simbon's done something,
Um,
but only because he got forced into it. Karina hasn't done anything yet, this piece of shit. And I forgot to shout at him. I'll do that on my next move.
I mean, you got 6 words, and that's it. But yeah, it is going to attack.
Prince Karina, save your people. 1 word to spare, that was 5.
There you go. Bite doesn't get through. It's going to do its claw attacks. We've got 15, which doesn't pass, and neither does the 13, so it doesn't do any damage. B, you killed, which means it is Pedal's turn before the prince's.
God, Petal. Come on.
Smack and stuff.
Okay.
I lied. I'm not gonna smack stuff. I'm gonna allow myself to stay right there where Alan can hit me, and I am going to lay on hands. to Yurdi.
Oh, okay. Nice.
And I'm gonna pump in 10. Yurdi, get 10. 10 hit points.
Nice.
But I will use my movement. Go right over here.
Okay.
Trying to bait Annie Wilkes towards me.
Okay.
And Alan as well.
Okay. Sure. Is that all your turn?
I'm within, as long as if I'm within 5 feet, that is my turn.
Okay. It's the prince's turn.
Eh.
Prince Corinna saying,
You need to stay there if you don't want it to get an attack of opportunity. Just saying, if you move away from Alan.
I'm trying to get within 5 feet of both of them. That's the issue.
Right. You're going to take an attack of opportunity if you move to there.
Sorry, Annie.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. As long as you stay within 5 feet, you're okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to be 5 feet of both.
Okay. Prince Corinna will bravely shout, "I'll save you, Yurdi," and he's gonna fire his crossbow at Annie Wilkes. Let's see how he does.
I'll save you, Yeti. This guy. Save your own people. We'll save our friend, you piece of shit.
We're down here because of you.
Aye, we're down here because of you. We'll save our friend. You save your people, these miners.
No, save me! Save
He didn't do very well. He got up. No, they just fly past your head. He didn't do very
You
well.
don't need him. You don't need him, Yurdi.
The other prince is going to attack Evelyn though with his longsword. For a 17.
He's
which
doing
hits,
alright.
and a 24.
Ah, he's very much doing alright. That's 4 hits he's done out of 4 swings, I think. I think that should do it.
17, 18. What
20.
am I doing?
20.
Not doing the math. 20. 20 off Evelyn. Evelyn's dead, so
yes.
I don't know if anyone can even see, but he probably gets rid of Evelyn. Even
No
though
one sees that.
No one can see.
Just
him.
hear it
As
going
far
on.
as we're concerned, this guy's a fucking useless ass. who's
Coward.
just been
Yeah.
hiding
Coward.
out the
Yeah.
side.
He does
None of
bring
us
the
saw it.
he brings the dead body with him to show
Okay.
you.
So far, he's only defended
Okay.
himself. He's not fought for anyone else. He's only defended himself so far.
He was pushed into that cave, though. You
Mm.
know, he was.
To be fair, yeah.
Round
Karina's a
3,
cunt.
Francis, it's your turn.
I'm like... Right, okay, I'm still grappled, so I'm not...
There's 3 things left on the board.
Yeah, right. What would it take to get out of the grapple? Before I think about what I'm doing, what would it take to get out of a grapple?
Unless you've got magic, which I don't think you'd have, or a magic ability, yeah, you basically have to use your action to get out of it. So you
And is it
can't-
like a-
strength or
Is it like a
dex.
strength saving throw
Yeah,
or
you
something? Do I have to attempt something, or is it just I can get out of it if I take a major action?
you'd have to use your action and do athletics or acrobatics versus its roll.
Right, okay.
And then you get out of it. So most people use like Misty Step or something. Yeah, if they've got magic. But I don't
Okay,
think
in
you've
that
got
case, I'm
magic
going to use my
Yeah, but-
bonus action first, which is an unarmed strike. And I'm going to try and attempt to hit this one. I can't flurry of blows because I don't have any key points, but that should hit him.
Okay.
For 8 damage.
8 damage to Dora. Okay.
How's Dora doing? Oh, I don't think Dora's been hit yet. I'm gonna use my major action to also hit with my major action. Sorry, my main
Sure.
action. For a 23
23 will hit.
and 6 damage,
Okay.
and an 18
Also hits.
and 5 damage.
Okay. Now it is bloodied. Anything else?
No, because that was my major and my bonus action.
Okay. Then it is.
But what's it called? A main action. I keep forgetting what it's called. Major action is Fallout. What's it called? Action. It's just called
Just an
action, isn't it? Yeah.
Action, action, yeah.
Just an action.
Minor.
Yeah. It's 5. It's just 5 now, isn't it? It's not 5.5. Yeah, it's just an action.
Just an action, isn't it?
So it is Alan's turn, which is gonna go after Petal fully, I think. So Petal, it's gonna try and bite you for a 13.
Nope.
And claw you with its other one. It can't do the other. For an 18.
That hits. Yep, that hits.
Okay, for a 4 for slashing, and you are grappled, but it does also mean that that's it. You can just bite people now because it's grappling too many of you. There we go. Okay, that means with Alan's turn, it is Thalrin's turn.
I'm grappled by Dora. Is that right?
You are, yes.
Yeah,
Wait a minute.
So I'm just
So,
gonna
so
attack.
I'm no longer grappled, am I? We
No,
can't
you're still
both. Oh, it's
grappled.
grappled both of us, hasn't it? Yeah, it's got us
Yeah,
both.
Dora has you both. That's why I was asking how big it was.
Fuck,
It's only got one attack on us though.
Mhm,
I think.
mhm.
Yeah.
It's only, it can only bite.
I was
just
them as small and cute, but I forgot they have a lot of arms.
Like fairy
They're
millipedes,
adorable.
aren't they?
They're adorable.
It's a fair two extra
I'm
claws,
just gonna
basically.
attack
It is.
with the
A
warhammer.
little
size.
parrot. Oof.
23 hits.
It does.
Come on.
5 damage.
Okay.
And that's it because I can't move.
Okay, sure. Still bloodied.
Bloody annoying.
Okay, then it is Calendor's turn.
Okay. So, let's see. Alan was, well, no, I'm grappled, so I can't really attack anybody, right?
No, you can attack, but you can.
Annie and
Just
Alan.
can't
Yeah.
move.
You just can't
Yeah,
Okay.
you
move.
can attack Annie or
but you can-
Alan.
I'm gonna attack Alan.
Sure.
So let's do the roll.
Yeah, get that little guy.
And that didn't work, so let's try two-hand fighting.
So you do the dagger.
Yep.
Oh, unlucky, mate.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are running low on magic and stuff.
Magic.
Okay. Then it is not. Oh no, it is Dee's turn. Dora's going to try and bite Francis. Yeah, Francis. For
He tastes better. I don't wash.
fine. I'm
a cursed one. No one likes me.
I like you. Francis likes you.
It's a 12 anyway to hit, so I don't think it attacks.
That doesn't hit either of us.
Then it is Yerdy's turn, who is in the shell.
Do a spin. Whee!
Staying in my shell.
That's what to say.
Stick the thumbs up out of the shell.
Okay. I mean, I'd say never don't do anything on turn. I mean, the only thing you could do is take the dodge action, which I think gives them disadvantage to attack you on the very off chance someone.
I can't. I have no reactions in my shell.
Oh, you can't do anything in
No,
the
yeah.
shell.
Can't do
Yeah,
reactions.
Just chills in that
an
shell.
AC buff.
Just chills in the
cool.
shell.
Okay, it's the den leader, so it's Annie Wilkes' turn. Who I don't think she's affected as much by the claw thing. Oh no, a little bit. Because it's got Yurty. Yeah, it's got Yurty. Okay. So it only gets 2 attacks. It's going to move a bit. It moves you with it, Yurty, because it can. So Yurty, you move, and it moves a little bit closer to attack the other 2.
So it just grabbed your shell and dragged it over.
Yeah, it can do. It's part of its ability. So it will bite Petal for a 16.
Nope.
And Claw Calendar for an 8. So both of you are okay. Then we've got, so I think, dead.
Gonna call out, good job, you're throwing her off balance, Yurty. Keep it up.
Yep, it doesn't know what to do, and it is Petal's turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna smack. Now I'm gonna smack. I'm gonna aim for Annie because Annie is
The boss.
the most dangerous to my buddy right now. So I'm gonna aim for Annie first. Snap. Oh,
He's
13.
also den leader. I think the others might run off if she dies. That's just a theory.
Good point, also, Dave.
All right.
But these were
That was
summons,
that was
weren't they?
13.
These aren't living here. These
Roll
were
again.
summons. Remember?
As we're tackled, I'm talking to you like.
Did 19.
We're both in
gonna
a headlock,
burn
just chatting to each other.
Yeah.
19.
I'm gonna burn another spell slot for another divine
Okay.
smite. So
Sure,
I'm gonna roll
19
normal damage
hits.
first.
Okay.
Yeah, so normal damage. And then
Okay, 4 plus.
yeah, and then I'll burn. I'm gonna burn a second level spell. So it's
Okay.
gonna be 3d8. So
Nice.
hold on. That's a 2d8. That's a 1d8. I'm sorry. This thing's weird. Yeah, there. You can't access my pop-ups. My thing
So-
froze. What did I roll for damage?
You got 8.
8
You got
and
4.
4, so 12 total. You got.
You only rolled
That's
1
okay.
d8
Score
though.
was 4.
You still got 2 more d8 to roll,
okay.
I think.
No. No,
16.
she rolled the
16.
divine smite, which was 8.
Oh,
It was a
right.
2d8, and then the 1d8 was a 4.
I upcast it, so
That's
I
right.
upcasted to 38. I'm
So
trying to use
to-
my sheet because it will auto record it.
No, it says
80
what-
damage. That's crazy.
86 damage. No, it's 16.
so yeah, it's just
16,
because
1 6, 1 6.
you just got enough to kill it. So tell us what it looks like.
She comes over and she's trying to bite at us. I'm just gonna take my morning star and just smack her right square in between her eyes.
Sure. And it
Trying
does
not to hit
mean-
Yurty.
Yeah, so it means that Yurdy's no longer grappled. And well done. Anything else on your turn?
I'm gonna shift over. Oh wait, I can't move. I'm grappled. Never mind. I stay.
Okay.
I was grappled.
It's the prince's turn. Same thing. They want to protect Yurdy, so Corinna will fire his crossbow at the one next to.
These princes are
Calendar.
pricks. I'm quite confident my friends will look after Yurty. They need to look after their people.
I mean, it's up to you. They're looking after everyone.
Please save me.
Francis is not keen on either of these potential suitors for you, Yurty.
Give me your most expensive healing potions.
He didn't do very well. 14.
Don't love you.
Just misses.
Doesn't love you enough, eh?
Prince Simbon, though, goes in with his swords instead, saying that he will fight for your full abled honor.
You had to go there, eh?
And because he
Go on,
says that he gets
Simbon.
a crit, because he's so passionate about standing up for you.
It was definitely him that said he loves you just the way you are, definitely, yeah. This other guy's a clown.
So 12 plus he's got another attack, and this isn't. Oh, I think it's. Oh no, that killed Alan anyway. So again, he's proudly killed 2 of them which he collects to show you, Yurdi.
Shell, I can't see anything.
5 hits
He
from 5
pushes them in
Prince,
both ends.
is that you?
Both of ends of the shell, he just pushes them in. So either way, you're going to see it coming from one entrance.
He had 5
I
attacks
don't
and 5
know if
hits. He's
it's a
been
cultural thing, but where we're from, if you shove a dead body through someone's mail slot, they tend to view that as offensive.
Well, in England, that means you're in
Pheasant.
love.
I only liked what Pedal was pumping, not what you guys are pumping.
Gotta get your game right, guys.
Okay, so yes, it's the final round. Well, I presume it'll be the final round. There's one left. So Francis,
Kill this
is your
fucking
turn.
thing. Come on,
Yeah,
Francis.
Oh, I shall try, Brother Thalrin, I shall try. Schmack! Oh, I think that'll do it. 24.
What'd you get?
Pretty good try. That's pretty
For
good.
8
Oh, that's
damage.
pretty good.
What'd you get?
8 damage.
8 damage.
Still up, but it's now at death's door. If you can get
That
a
should
little
do
bit
it
more
as
damage, you kill
well.
it. 16 hits.
For another 8 damage.
You killed it. Also, what because you killed the final one.
I mean,
No.
he's half grappled, so he's got this left side of him, it's all grappled up, and he's in a headlock, and on the other side of him is Thalrin, and they're talking tactics on the 2 sides of the headlock. But he's just like done an overhead swing, like over the top of his head with the quarterstaff to bonk it on the head, and then as he's bonked it, its head's turned round to face him, and he's just done like a really short, like uplift elbow while grappled. He's just done like a really like a ninja move that doesn't even seem possible while grappled, but he gets an elbow from here to here somehow and knocks the thing out.
Nice. Okay, I think that's a good point to take a break because you're out of the fight. Well done, guys. So I'll see you
Yes.
guys in a few minutes.
Nice one. Thank you, Martin. Twitch, we'll see you in 13 minutes. Love you.
Woo.
Stay tuned. Welcome back, everybody. We're back for part 2 of session 17 of Journeys Through the Radiant Citadel.
So you guys have got rid of all the evil ferret creatures, though as per usual, now they are all dead, they begin to fade into nothing with some strange sigils glowing as they fade into nothing.
Where'd they go?
Also, yeah, and you also notice that with all the lightning storms and musical booming, there is a little bit of rock starting to fall on your head, and the miners are like, "Oh, thank you so much, but I think we should go. The integrity has been compromised. We should probably go now."
I think you're right, brothers. Come, let's
Yeah.
go.
Sure. So you run out of the cave system. It takes you maybe a few minutes, but with the miners helping you, you get out fast, and you do hear a bit of a crash as you guys do make it outside the Gold Warren, where Uzumo is waiting with some of her other people, and everyone cheers you. Well, cheers you and the princes as you arrive with the missing miners. And Uzumo asks you, she says, "So what happened in the mine then? Was it mystical? Was it just, yeah, what actually happened in there?"
Someone summoned
And the
some...
bodies disappeared, right? We can't grab one.
Yeah, they disappeared.
She said they disappeared.
I mean, I will say just before you guys, well, I'll say just before the cave, and I will let you guys briefly look around, I guess. Each of you do one thing, and then I'm going to say the miner's a bit worried. So, yeah, sorry, Birdie, do you want to do anything very quickly before you guys run out of the cave?
I just wanted to look at the little worm guys just to see
Sure.
if there's anything unusual about them. But if they're starting to like dissipate, then that kind of answers a lot of questions.
I mean, you can do me an Arcana check as you notice they begin to fade.
Anna,
Yeah.
damn it!
What'd you get?
I got a 4.
Oh,
I
unlucky.
mean, you don't. Nope, you don't know anything. Yerdy, sorry, is there anything you want to do quickly before the cave caves in?
Yes,
I
here
presume
we
you're
go.
coming out of
I'd
it.
like to investigate.
You want to investigate anything specific?
I give her a knock on her shell. Let's hope she comes out.
Thank you. It was I kind of farted in there and it smelled like cabbage for quite a while, and I wasn't sure I was gonna make it.
Prince
I
Corinna
wanna-
comes. Prince Corinna
I
says,
wanna
"Oh,
investigate."
it smells bad in there. Do you want my poppers?" And he gets a golden bottle of poppers and says, "I don't know if you're into this, but I just thought I'd offer with you. Maybe feeling a bit weird."
I'm not a user. I'm not an abuser. I would just like the prosthetic that you promised me.
Yeah, let's see
He's
the,
like,
let,
"Of
let's see
course,
this
of
bling.
course, my love."
Meanwhile, I've got to find
What are you looking
clues. I want to figure out if anybody, perhaps a Prince Corrado, may have been lying to us still and summoned
Okay.
these things.
for? You would be that'd be more like a. Are you gonna accuse them?
Heck no, he's about to give me something like really valuable.
Oh, that's Prince Simbon. Prince Simbon. Well, because you got Prince Simbon was the one giving you the poppers. Yeah. Prince Corinna's
That was not who I
I.
expected it from.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's not who I expected it from either at all.
Yeah, Prince Simbon tried to give you some poppers, the nicer one, I guess. But yeah, do you wanna? Yeah, you can do one thing. Yeah, you can look around if you want, or you can talk to someone before you have to run out of here.
I'll look around for clues as to anything we haven't discovered about these guys yet.
Sure. Roll me for investigation.
Oh, that's a
your dice
nice
makes a sound.
dice.
Ooh. What? Your dice is musical.
Yeah, maybe you guys can
I
change your
think
dice.
a
if you want. 13. Let me check if it's come up on my screen. 13. Yeah, I mean, obviously it does look like it's going to start to cave in, and you're not sure. You think maybe there could be something else because every time you send some of these creatures, there's usually some sigils that you've seen, but you can't find them. So you can either ask someone to help, or you can try again, but then that's it. So it's your choice.
I feel like these eyes of minute seeing are more of like Captain Obvious lenses, because I think everybody knew this was crumbling down. Anybody want to try and find this sigil?
So Kalendor is thinking the same thing Yurdi's thinking. And Kalendor actually had a transcription of the sigil. So
Yes.
can I look over at Prince Corinna and sort of get a vibe the same way?
Roll me a insight check with advantage.
No. How do I roll insight again?
And that's a middle column of the main sheet.
And if
so
you
it's like-
right click, you can select advantage on it.
Insight. All right.
Or you can roll twice, whatever is easier for you, yeah.
With advantage. Roll.
Ooh.
14 plus 2.
Hey.
16.
Nice.
16.
16, okay. Yeah, he, looks very suspicious. He seems way too keen to be like, yeah, we need to go now. Yeah, definitely, structurally, we should be going. And his eyes keep darting around the room like he's looking at something.
Which one was
Can
that?
I
Simbon
sort of-
or Karina?
Corinna.
The shit types.
The shacks. The jackass.
Is it Macarena?
Kalendor is going to try and do something. He's gonna run in front of Corinna where one of those things disappeared, and he's gonna throw a bunch of dirt on the rock,
Okay.
and then he's gonna pick it up and stuff it into his pocket. And it's like,
Okay.
I think I can track him down, and then he's just gonna run off.
Okay. sure. He looks confused, but he's like,
I'm
maybe
confused.
he's relieved.
I'm with you, buddy.
Yeah, I think I can track this back to the source.
Yeah, he looks a little bit confused but worried at the same time, because they'll say your insight check covers that. What is the druid and our monk doing?
Well, when
There's the last
Francis
two, and
sees
then you have to
Calendar
know.
putting some dirt in his pocket, Francis is very curious because Francis likes dirt. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna. In fact, no, I'm not, because it might be infected with gold. It might have touched gold, so I'm not. I quickly changed my mind about that. I'm not going to take any of this dirt home. In fact, I'm like, Brother Calendar, I don't think you should take that dirt here. It may have been infected with gold, and as you know, gold is the devil.
One of you got some gold last time.
I think it was me from that.
You think it was
from
you?
the
Yeah.
card, yeah.
You got some gold.
And Francis is just, I'm trying to herd people out. Everyone, come on, this place is going to fall apart. Get out of here. Brothers, sisters.
As we leave, I'm going to run over to Prince Karina, and I'm going to put my arm around him, like friendly, but you're not going anywhere. I'm just going to tighten it a little bit and say, "You're staying with me, son." As we leave.
Roll me persuasion or intimidation.
Oh
or
yes,
deception
Darren,
rolls.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, intimidation, 19.
Oh, come on.
Hey.
Yeah, he looks a bit worried and agree. Yeah, kind of.
He should be.
Yeah.
I know the
Runs
exact.
out
I know
with
the
you guys.
exact action you're talking about. Everyone, it looks to the outside, it looks like it's friendly, but you're like giving it a little fucking
Come on.
squeeze, like you're no fucking moving.
Come
Aye, I know the one. Brilliant.
So, yeah, so you do at this point have to run out as it begins to crumble. You don't manage to find anything else, and yeah, you do see Osmo outside, and you do hear the cheers as everyone comes out. Both the princes kind of dust themselves off and start kind of waving at the people a bit, and Osmo asks you what happened in
goggles
the
off.
cave.
Who wants to go first? Because I've
So she's
still
like-
got El with me.
I mean, they're looking a bit because like even the other. There's a lot of people who said, "Why have you got one of the princes in a headlock?" And some of his guards begin to head towards you, like, "Why?"
Not headlock. I'm not headlock. He's a good pal of mine. He's a good friend. Why don't you tell him what happened, Prince? And I'm going to push him forward.
Oh,
Like with a
yes.
fucking shove, so he stumbles.
So
Oh,
we're
I love
actually letting
that.
Prince Karina talk to you. He's sure. You push him forward, and Uzumo looks at him, and he's like, "Yes, we managed to. He says I did manage to kill quite a few of the Aram of Rax. They were indeed there. Yeah, we managed to quickly rescue the miners with my supervision, and I did manage to take most of them out with the help of these guys. You let him talk." So he
I can
is
interrupt, surely.
going-
Whoa.
Edo, don't you have that cone or zone of truth?
Yeah, I cast Zone of Truth.
Ah!
You class Zone of Truth. So what do I have to roll? Because I know it's a roll that I have to. Is it Wisdom saving throw?
Charisma.
Charisma saving throw. Okay. So
Good
let's see
shout,
what
Petal.
Prince gets.
I was about to. I was about to do
You
it.
should cast this on everyone
He gets
all the
a-
time.
It's a 13, Martin. It's a 13.
Yeah, see, he got a 5. So
Oh,
now
he's
he
rolled a
doesn't-
5,
So
sweet.
I presume he has to tell the truth now. So he begins telling this story, and then your magic goes, and then he's like, well, actually, no. It's like I did kill a few, but I was kind of hoping these guys might die a bit, and yeah, I nearly did get the other prince killed as well. And then he kind of like starts putting his hand over his mouth as he realizes he doesn't want to say these words. And everyone
Can I
looks at him
step
and
in?
stop.
I put my
Yeah, you
hand
should keep
over
talking.
it and then pull his hand away, like I'm his friend again. And he carries on talking. Surely, come on.
I mean, he knows how to not talk. I'll say that you tripped him up for a bit with the spell, but now the spell works as in you ask him questions and then he has to tell the truth. So yeah, so people are now very confused. But remember, he does have like guards and stuff there, but now everyone is very confused. So Uzumo's like, at this point, the crowd are very confused. Now there's a shouting because they're like, "What's going on?" And Uzumo tries to calm them down and says, "I'll ask the adventurers what went on." He says, "So what actually happened? Did So he looks at you. He's like, "Who wants to tell me
The
what
two-
happened?"
Princes were more interested in trying to look good and trying to impress Yurti, fighting for Yurti's affections, than trying to save any miners. And me and my friends saved the miners of this town.
And one
Sorry,
of them was
my
more
friends,
interested-
not me, my friends saved the miners of this town. Francis will
One
not
of
say that
them
he did it. My
was-
friends saved the miners of this
One
town.
of them was more interested in doing it a very underhanded way, it seemed. It appeared, whilst we were in the cave.
There
That
is
same one was an ableist. And
there is
it promised a
Okay.
lavish prosthetic.
There is a great deal of deception happening, and I have my suspicion that someone close to us is the one summoning these creatures. I took some of the dirt and one of the rocks, and I have a carving of the sigil. So I have a method of uprooting the culprit, if you will assist me.
Wasn't I
I
was
just want
like,
to point out, if you're within 15 feet of me, you guys are also caught in the spell and need to do a saving.
You should cast this on everyone all the time, Pet. Francis loves that spell. Lies are the
Oh
devil.
my gosh, what have we got a cast?
Nothing I said was a lie. I have a
Yeah.
method.
I know. You can
charisma
choose to
saving
fail it.
throws.
You
I
can
Yeah.
choose
think
to
it's
fail
one
it,
of
but
the people
Francis,
here.
Francis, you
Yeah.
said that we did it. You also did it.
Oh shit.
You also killed the little.
That's
orange.
why
You
Francis said me
lying
and my friends
otherwise.
did it, because normally he would be humble and say my friends did it, but because of the Zone of Truth spell, that's why he said me and my friends did it.
Just to let everybody know, I killed 3 of those creatures on my own whilst grappled.
Did you?
Don't
Is
have
that-
I am
dark vision,
amazing.
okay?
Yeah.
He
Or was it 2?
did.
Might have
He
been 2.
did.
Was it 3 or 2? I can't remember now. Was it
I
3?
don't know. It's the truth.
I think it was
So
3.
I got one and Simbon got
Not that
2,
lightning
so it must
inside
have
of a
been.
cave.
I
It was
don't know.
3.
It may have been
So
3.
Prince Corinna.
Got the little,
As
got
he
the little
has-
circle.
Prince Corinna
Yeah.
points at some of you and says, he feels that maybe you need to check some of your pockets. He's like, I don't want to cause disdain on you, but I think some of them stole some gems and gold from the mine. I don't know if they were. Yeah, he says, I don't know why they would do this.
I
Empty
can
out my
answer that.
pockets.
I can answer
Francis
that
will empty his
because
pockets and there'll be butterflies, moths.
the
Empty out
creatures
pockets.
that we were fighting thrived on metal and gold, and I saw that as an opportunity as a defense mechanism.
Osmo's
the truth.
very
That is the
Awesome.
truth.
I will say,
Yeah.
anybody that doubts these words, step forward towards me, and you can verify that you cannot tell a lie while you're next to me.
What was this save on that again?
Charisma.
It's a- if you
Charisma.
choose
13, you've made
you
it.
can choose to just fail it, or it's a 13.
Francis will choose to just fail it.
I saw her in the tower. I don't have anything, you interrogators.
The princes, did one of them summon it? They
Oh, so you
Ask him.
Mhm.
Yes, Cal.
ask them.
Just ask
Okay.
him when he's in the Zone of Truth.
Well, Prince Simbon like steps up, and again, I will say, Uzma is a bit like, I mean, she does call one of her friends out, who is also a mage, and they confirm that you indeed are not taking the piss and you've cast magic, because otherwise it's a bit weird.
Yeah.
So yes, Prince Simbon steps forward, and yeah, he says, "No, I went in to help people to do my princely duties." And yeah, that's what he says. Again, I don't think, unfortunately, do you know, Birdie, if they are lying or not, if they succeed on the roll, or I
If they
presume you
succeed on the
don't.
roll, I am not aware.
Right. So
Oh no,
that's
I
what he
do know. I know.
Oh,
It says you know
okay.
whether each creature succeeds or fails when the saving throw. So Yurdi, I know that you.
So
succeed
you
on
know
that
who
throw.
succeeds and fails. Francis chose to fail for
So
the record.
Well, I have dark vision.
So Prince Simbon automatically fails it, so he is telling the truth. Prince Corinna is gonna roll. And he gets a 16.
This motherfucker.
Right,
This
so-
absolute.
so
Advantage on
he's-
somebody.
This
Does
shite
anybody
bag.
impose disadvantage?
Wait, hold on. Prince Corinna, I thought he was the one that slipped up when he was talking.
He did slip up.
He did, but then
He's recovered.
Yeah, he didn't realize. Yeah. Oh no, you're right. Did I? Oh no, I don't think I rolled before because because he didn't know what was going on. So at this point, it kind of does get a bit crazy because everyone's like, "What's going on?" But you do know what Prince Simbon said. Calendar, you're kind of accusing the princes, but both of them are like, "Well, I had nothing to do with this magical whatever you're accusing." And Uzamo says, "Well, the zone of truth seems quite powerful. We could maybe do some questionings more privately, or if any of you have any evidence to prove this, do you have anything that would show that the princes did some of these summonings or anything?"
Will
Prince
you
Corinna dropped that book.
We have the book.
Will you indulge me? Can we take them somewhere inside?
Sure.
All right. So, Calendar wants to do this. He wants to say he's going to ask for tar and wine
Okay.
and a silver platter. And he's
Sure.
going to say, we need to have. He's gonna like pour the wine around the platter, and he's gonna roll the rock that he had in tar and sit it on the platter. And it's
Okay.
gonna say, we put them in the room, and whenever the summoner touches it, the rock will sing. But we have to turn out the lights in order to get the rock to sing.
Okay.
All right, so are we going to do that?
Your choice. I mean,
Let's do it. Let's do it. Like, and the prince.
Yep.
All right, so I'm guessing we'll do Prince Simbon and turn out the lights and turn them back on. Nothing happens.
Mhm.
When we turn out the lights for Prince Kitteron, Calendar is going to turn the lights back on, and he's going to say, "Show me your hands."
Okay. Yeah, he shows you his hands.
Is there tar on them?
No.
He looks over. It's like, so he didn't touch the rock because he thought it would sing.
There you go.
Oh,
I
I
have
see.
dark vision and can
I
confirm
see.
it not
Are
touching
we
the
all
dark.
in the same? Are we all in this room at this? Are we all in the same room now?
I see what happened there. Yeah.
And how long?
Yeah.
So
how long is
can-
Zone of Truth up as well? Is it an hour or 10 minutes?
10 minutes.
So I presume
I'm willing to recast it.
Okay, I was gonna say because it'll probably be coming to the end now. If you want to ask them any questions, but yeah, the princes are look a bit. I mean, you can roll another calendar. Roll me an insight check to see again if you want to assess the prince's situation after this.
Insight. Do I roll with advantage or not?
Yeah, I'll say could you scared. Well, yeah, you can have advantage. Yeah, one of the princes is a bit scared.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, Prince Simbon's mood he looks a little bit confused. Yeah, more than anything else, though. You probably get. He seems to be. You don't think he really wants to maybe be possibly the new emperor, but he seems a little bit unaffected. But he doesn't seem like a bad person from everything you know. Prince Corinna, adding up what you've seen him do, and now he still is being very shirty. You saw him do this in the mine recently. He's doing it again. He looks like he just wants to be out of this room, and you notice that out of everyone in the room, the person he's furthest away from is Pedal. He's staying the furthest away from her.
Because she's casting.
Calendor's just going to look over to Pedal and just be like,
I'll come over there.
Can I just grab him and shove him towards Pat?
I will recast. A recast.
I will say, Osimo saying like you need to not manhandle the princes with them both having a lot of guards that may kill you.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll say at the moment,
Well.
yeah.
No, it's okay. I'm
How many
small. I'm in
cards are we
between people's legs,
talking?
and I go over and I hug his leg. I'll hug his leg and
Sure.
recast.
Okay. So Osimo looks at you and she's like, So from what you said, you think both the princes have summoned these creatures, or
No, Kiran.
Prince Kiran?
Simone touched the rock because he knew he wouldn't be charged. Kiran did not touch the rock because he thought the rock would sing.
Thank you.
There you go. So they say, but do you have any evidence? Like, we need, someone
The
to
book.
vouch for you. Are you going to give them the
His
book?
action.
The book that fell out of the
Oh,
possession.
the action
yeah,
of the
do you
stone
still
thing.
have that?
Osimo,
He had that
Osimo's
book,
like,
remember? He was in possession of that book with its spells, how to summon these things.
Yeah, between the magic and this little rock test, Osimo's favoring you guys a lot, but she's like, do you have like an actual evidence, like something we can show? Because she says they're gonna ask. Yeah. So she says, do you have any links? Because she says, the princes aren't magical. Look at them. She's like, they're clearly not sorcerers. So
Is there any way, Martin, with this book,
Yep.
that have we now got possession of this book?
yeah, you stole a
Could-
book. Calendar
could
got
we-
some copies, I think, of some of.
Is
Some
there
other
anyone
stuff
in
as
our
well.
group that could summon one creature that is weak that we could take on, but in this room?
I could summon a
Just
I
to
mean,
show just to show how easy it is, or I don't know.
Well,
I'm just thinking-
Osimo, because of Pedal's spell, has brought one of her, arcanic friends over, so they can check over the evidence as well. If you
show the
want.
book. Give him the book.
Yeah.
This
Give
was
him the book.
that Prince
That fell out of his
was
possession.
holding
I caught
and
it as it
dropped
I
in the
caught it as it
cave.
fell out
Yeah.
of his pocket. I'm standing in the zone of truth saying I caught this book as it fell out of this man's pocket, and in this book is the means to summon
Sure.
things.
He
Very
didn't even
cool.
deny that he had it on him. He didn't deny. He just, if I remember right.
Ask him if that's his book
No,
while
he
he's in the zone of truth. Ask him
Yeah.
if that's his book.
He claimed he found it, but yeah.
Yes.
Well, there you go. Ask him, is that your book while he's in the zone of truth? Or did you find that, or is that your book? Ask him that when I'll ask it when he's in the zone of truth. Francis will say
I
it.
would like to cast Charm Person
Okay.
on him.
hmm
All right, so I cast Charm Person.
So I have to do a check.
Yep.
To what check is it? Is it Wisdom, Charisma?
Until the spell.
Um,
Well, one humanoid you can see within range makes a Wisdom saving throw.
Sure.
If you're in your own, yeah, okay.
Oh, he got a crit. He got a 20.
Oh, this motherfucker.
20. Get out.
Well, you're doing well. I'm just saying so. I'd say that Osimo's. She says I kind of can hear the confessions, and clearly with the magic. So she's like, but just on the off chance there's any magical corruption. Yeah, she says so. This book, and with the spell as well, the Zone of Truth being up. He admits, under duress, obviously, that it is not his book, but he was given it by Pedju, who's the kind of who you met in the library.
Bring him in.
Yeah, let's just have everybody have a chat.
Mm.
Okay.
I think that's an interesting way of deflecting. It's not my book, but did you use it to summon the creatures?
He tries to muffle his mouth, but again, Osmo has some of her guards with her, and she says, "No, we need to know to find out." So his guards have to stand down, and yes, he did use it. Yes.
There you go. Busted, mate.
So at this point, he kind of breaks because the evidence is against him. He said, I just, I helped. I worked with Keju to summon these creatures because I just really wanted to be the next emperor, and I thought if I could show how strong I am, I would be a shoo-in to be the next prince. And he does start crying a bit, but again, you can do an insight check.
Inside check.
This.
I'm not.
With
They-
advantage.
they-
With advantage. With advantage.
Everyone.
You are an absolute charlatan,
Yeah.
sir.
With advantage.
You
Yeah.
do not deserve to be a ruler of people. The gold in that crown
It's
you wear
funny.
has leaked into your brain, and the devil is inside you.
Is everyone
It's
doing an
funny
insight check?
how you wanted to
So-
be
I'll
an
do it.
emperor but got played like a pawn.
It's like you have pawns.
By a jester, no less.
11.
So anyone who got over 10 can see because he's in the zone of truth. So I don't know how it affects
Okay.
tears, but he doesn't cry with tears. He just is like, oh, I'm really
Yeah.
sad. And yeah, it's just trying to be a prince. So yeah, he kind of cracks at this point between the magic and realizing that you guys what he said in the book. So he says, well, Corinna asked Keju to craft these rituals so he could bring the Aram Vaxes to the Gold Warren, and in exchange, if Corinna could become Inyana's heir, so the new emperor, he would have Keju as like the head of the Holy Order when he was the
It's
emperor.
conspiracy. It's
You
a
need to go to jail,
conspiracy
sir.
going on.
You need to go to jail, sir. You abuse your position of power. You do not deserve not to be a leader of people. You need to go to jail.
So yeah, so at this point, Ozumo is like, okay, well, we don't want to cause any kind of war between the princes, but yes, he's definitely going to be held in a prison for a bit while we get all this sorted. But she says, if you wouldn't mind, I'm going to immediately send some of my guards to the Aram Guild to get Keju, but would you mind following behind? We may need your help if he is this powerful. It's being able to summon these creatures. He may be a little bit more tricky than we were aware. So she asked if you'd be willing to accompany them, just behind them.
Is this like a right now thing or like a long rest kind of thing?
This is, I mean, it's you could possibly have a short rest, but she's sending some people now to get them. She's asking if you go as backup, so you could have a short rest if you want now, and then
Well, I could use one.
she'll arrange a carriage to get you guys. Yeah, so you can have a short rest, and then the carriage will then be waiting for you to take you to the Aram. The Aram Guild, to the Anissa Academy is where Keju is. Sure, you can all have a short rest. And Prince Simbon is, well, you already roll me a persuasion roll.
What does a short rest do? Because when I click it, it does nothing.
You can
It
use-
should
You
give
can roll
some-
hit
You
points.
should have a number of...
You can roll
hit
hit
points.
points.
Yeah, also, it does a few things for different classes. So it restores my key points, which is vital to me. And it gives...
Because
You can allow people to
Some
heal
people
up.
get spells
1d10
back and
plus
you get-
2 plus-
Yeah, you get to roll your hit
it's not done
dice.
anything.
Just
Yeah,
make sure
wait.
you roll them before
Yeah.
Yeah,
you close
no,
out like the.
Yeah, you've got to click the little glowing button or it won't redo it and you'll have to manually input it. Yuri, what did you get for your persuasion?
Nice heal, Yuri. 32 hit points.
I got a 18.
Okay. So, obviously Prince Corinna is busy being kind of arrested and stuff. But Prince Simbon says, he gives you a gold encrusted bottle of poppers. He says, it will take me some time to make you a fine arm, but please take these poppers as a placeholder for such a beautiful creature.
What's the approximate street value of Gold poppers.
Like
Right.
it's like
In the
$5.
in the zone, in the fading zone, she says emotionally it's priceless. These can send you on a journey that you could never return from.
That kind of sounds ominous. Thank you.
It's like, okay, bye. At this point, the carriage turns up, and she's like, can you guys head just to back up the guards? She's not heard back from them yet, but they've only been gone an hour. So you guys get in the carriage as it races onto the Anissa Academy, and as you guys arrive, you get there to the outskirts of the campus, and you can see kind of far off, like so maybe 500 meters away, you can see obviously the Grand Library, which was where Kedju's offices were, and you see one of the large windows there smash open, and a large, thin-looking owl creature flies out carrying what looks like the shadowy figure of this high priest, who then disappears into the clouds. And some of the guards that you saw were sent on previously. He says, quickly, well, they're a bit late now, but they're like, Kedju just disappeared when this weird owl creature kind of grabbed him. It looks like he managed to summon something. We started to confront him, and then we were going through some of his stuff, and then we could see some of these weird arcanic books, and he got shirty, and then obviously you've seen this creature carry him away.
Coward.
He said, can you, maybe you guys, he says, I know some of you guys are good with magic. Could you help us look at his office?
That's not me. That's gonna be you guys.
I mean, you can all go.
I will help.
Right.
Sure.
So I have an investigation. I have a +5.
Sure. Roll. So you
Yeah,
run to
it's-
his offices.
yeah,
which
he's
you
got the
can do
goods.
before. Roll.
Can I give
I've
the
got-
aid action? I don't got shit.
I've
Sure.
got investigation at +5 and perception at +7.
Wow.
Ooh, nice.
Sure.
Which one should I roll?
I have neither.
Perception, I would say.
Oh well, no. This will be perception's more where you're trying to for something different, and this will be investigation, or
Okay.
possibly history if you're trying to do more academic research from the books. But yeah, probably investigation for this.
All right. Here we go.
I'm on standby if you need
Can't
me.
tell what that is.
Okay.
11.
Same.
Can you do it with advantage because we're helping?
Sure.
What's
Tell
your
me how
assist?
you're gonna help.
With my
I'm gonna listen very intently to what he's looking for.
Sure. Yuri
If
puts
he's looking
it
for
past
papers or anything with symbols, I will help be an extra set of eyes for him. I'll try and
Sure.
get into like the little
Are you
crevices behind the
dissing
drawers.
Yuri's eyes as you say this?
Absolutely.
Yuri's like, I've got my eyeglasses. Sure. Calendar, you're rolling for this. What did you get for your? It's an investigation with advantage, which means you can roll twice.
Okay. I think I got a
12.
one. I got a, yeah.
12 is your best one.
12.
You look around. It takes you a bit of time, like, to put stuff together. But you do. You can see that now. The books, like on his desk, obviously, which you couldn't really get to previously, look very interesting. They do match up with some of the sigils and stuff from the other book that you have, all going on about this Pazuzu demonic entity that these people seem to worship and get power from. And yeah, so it takes you a bit of time. But yeah, you do find quite a few notes and a lot of the rooms that you have, because some of you took copies of the rooms. I think Calendar did, as well as the book. You do notice a lot of these matching rooms. Clearly, Kedju had... it all matches up with what Prince Corinna said. But it looks like, reading through some of the stuff, that... your names are actually mentioned. It looks like he was keeping like a slight journal. The journal doesn't go back very far, but it does mention about making sure this group went to Drax home city so that they could be tricked and be taken care of.
I gasp.
There you go. So yeah, you hand over, some of the guard come over, they thank you for your help, and Prince Simbon does rush to thank you, and it says it looks like Prince Corinna will not be in the running to being Emperor anytime soon, and he thanks you, more than he ever can. He says you will always be welcome in my kingdoms now, because he'll rule all 3 kingdoms, hopefully very soon, when he's put into the role of Emperor. And he gives you guys 2 of his family's treasures. So what I'm going to say is, if you've not got an extra treasure, so I all gave you one thing that you chose, and from what I know is, one of you's got the Ring of Jumping, one of you's got the Earth Elemental Crystal. So I'm going to say the rest of you guys, if you want it, you get first dibs. If you don't want it, you can offer out to the rest of the group. So he rewards you guys with a adamantium chain shirt, which is pretty powerful.
Calendar, could you wear chain?
Oh no. Go for that, brother.
I will take it.
I don't think you can wear it, or I
I'm
think
not
you
sure
can
if
wear
it
it.
can as a
Oh.
bard. That's what the thing is, I don't
It's
know if
not
bards
bard.
can do most of their shit in metal armor.
Yeah, but wait, I think because you'll be leveling up for the next game, there might be a feat where you can wear medium armor, so you might be able to wear it.
There
But
is
it
a
might
feat for
involve
that.
a little bit of looking at feats, which
There is a feat for
I
that,
will
Dustin.
possibly. So yeah. So adamantium means you can't get crits. I can't get crits on you. So it's quite useful for, but then it might be good for Sarah's character, so you can discuss it as a group. And the other thing is a ring of warmth emblazoned with the sunburst symbol of Anissa, which is kind of like Simbon says this ring carries with it the warmth of his homeland son and his family's forever friendship with the group. Not 100% sure what the ring of warmth does. I'm pretty sure it probably
It protects you against
gives you
cold
some
attacks
resistance
and
to fire.
things, yeah.
Okay, so you get so there's a ring of warmth on offer. If anyone wants that.
I don't know the exact
But you
details
guys
in
can
this
discuss
edition,
maybe
but I think it protects you against cold conditions as well. So if it's like cold and everyone's having to make endurance rolls or whatever, I think it gives you advantage, or maybe even like immunity, something like that, something along those lines. Anyway, it's a good magic item for anyone.
I mean, what I'll probably say is, this be probably off camera at the start of the next game, you can discuss, because you might want to give it to Sarah, or when you've changed, when you've leveled up and got feats, you might want someone else to have it. But yeah, those are the items that you've got. And at this point, Blobette comes to see you. She's obviously been at the golden showers for a bit. She's just she turns up a bit drunk. He's like, so what have you guys been doing? She says, I just managed to get the golden shots now that the gold warren's open again. She's like, did you guys have fun partying or whatever?
We've been busy.
We're not
We've been busy trying to get the vodka. And
Well, she's like, we've already got the vodka and we need the
no,
golden
but
shots.
since then,
We're supposed to be getting gold shorts, aren't we?
Yeah.
and
Well,
now we're after the gold shorts.
I mean, the mine is now open now because you've saved, you've got rid of the creature. So as soon as the mine is open, in the you'll get a long rest as well. Obviously, so you get a long rest now.
Hallelujah.
Yes, you all get a long rest, and then in the morning, Blobette comes to see you and wakes you up and says that the shorts are pretty much going to be delivered today. But I'm going to let you do a very quick shopping part of the game, because I know some of you are interested in getting bits and bobs if you have any gold. So I'm pretty sure. Did I send you the document so you can do shopping? I'm pretty sure I pinned it. But
Francis doesn't buy things.
Okay, so again, we'll do this. I'm pretty sure we've already done shopping things because I'm not a big fan of them. It's more what I expect you guys to do in your own time. But I will quickly make sure if there's anything as a group you want to talk about buying, obviously that's fine. But let me make sure you've got my little cheat sheet, which gives you the easiest way to check stuff up. So I'll just make sure it's in our room. So I think I pinned it.
While we're in this ring, you've
Oh my God.
resistance to cold damage. In addition, you and everything you wear and carry are unharmed by temperatures as low as minus 50 degrees F. Notes: resistance, cold, exploration, warding, jewelry, adamantine armor. Any medium or heavy except hide armor. Uncommon. This suit of armor is reinforced with adamantine, one of the hardest substances in existence. While you're wearing it, any critical hit, it becomes a normal hit. Wow, and it's okay, nice. And it's
So, yep.
13 plus DC Dex modifier, max 2 for your AC. So it's better than what you've got.
Okay, so I put the shopping listing. I don't know, Rx, if you can pin it. 'Cause I think it's got
I'll need to do
permission,
it. Need to do it from my phone, but I can. Oops.
Yeah, I mean, there's no rush, but this is really important. So this document basically has everything that you can buy in my games within reason. So, yeah, but I let you guys do this when you've got free time. So I trust you guys to look how much gold you've got, look at this sheet, and you take, because I think it's got all the different sections. You're looking at the normal cost. So the first thing on says studded leather armor, 45 gold pieces. If you want to buy that, you can buy it. I don't mind. Just deduct the money off your sheets. If any of you want to help each other, because someone's not got as much money, this is where we can talk before or after games about, playing around with, people giving each other money. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, look, I would imagine, and yeah, Calendar will talk about your armor upgrade probably at the start of the next game, in case you choose like a feat that means you can use the new cool armor. But yeah, what I will say is there any emergency stuff that anyone wants to buy now? Like, you're like, oh, I really would like a sword this, now. I will say you're probably not really going to go into combat now before we finish the game for tonight. But if there's any emergency stuff you want to get, I don't mind. It's 50 gold pieces for your low level healing potion.
I'm good. Long rest has done me. I'm good.
Yep, and you will level up obviously for the next game, so you'll have that to look forward to. Okay, so we do have a little bit left. So, as you guys have your long rest, and Blobette comes to get you in the morning, she has the shorts, and she says, Blob is keen for you guys to get back. Well, she's keen for the stuff to get back because the club opening is happening very soon. So she needs the gold shorts and the booze. So she is going to take all the stuff back. But she does have a few messages for people as well. Well, she has one message. And she says the nice, the nice prince, she winks at Yurdi, has got her an escort back to the Face City. So she's going to have like an armed escort to get the gear back, so you guys don't need to worry. And he's even organised you guys some fresh horses and a wagon for possibly your next destination. And she looks at you, Yuri, and she says, Yuri, I've got a message for you.
But yeah, what is it?
So she's like, shall I read it out?
I mean, is it sensitive? Like, what kind of message?
I mean, she's like, it'll take me. It's like it's inside my body. It's gonna take me a really long time to get it out.
Just read it then, I guess.
It's a sex note.
Wait, how do you read it if it's a...
Do we want
She
to know?
just absorbs the words, Yurdi.
Yeah, and she's like, I'm see-through. She's like pink jelly. She's like, I can see through me.
Yurdi, you can't just ask blobs how they read. Gosh.
I mean, we asked them how they did other things, so...
We did
This is on
indeed,
the safer
yeah.
side.
She's like my mother told me about people like you. You're blobbist, aren't you? Blobbist, bitch.
Didn't I slurp you at one point? Like,
Yeah,
what's happening to us?
She's like, so at this point, she morphs her blob form to look exactly like Yuri, but in like a pink jelly form.
Cute.
Yeah, she looks exactly like you, but she can't do the voice. So she says, so she reads out this message from memory, and she's basically it's from your family. So again, do you have a father and mother? I don't know. It's up to you. So, but it's from them.
I do.
Okay, so it's from Ma and Pa. What's your last name?
I don't have one. We don't really have last names. I'm just
Okay.
doing the turtle.
Yeah, but you're from the total village. That could be pretty confusing.
They label it Ma and Pa. I know who they are.
Okay.
Where are they going to use their last name for me?
Yeah, fair enough. So it just says, Ma and Pa.
Stephen and Tiffany.
It's your choice, your family. So she says, anyway, so it's basically from your family saying that your sister, whose name is Myrtle, will be competing in the Shanka trials, which, if anyone wants to roll me a history check, you might know what that is.
Ooh, I'm quite good at history. No, I've got a +3.
Have not printed that.
You already get advantage on
Got
this.
9. What was the name of it, Martin? The what trials?
Shanka trials.
Shanka.
10.
Someone please tell me about the history of my land.
I mean, you had advantage. Did you not get good?
No, I didn't do good.
Okay. Who got the highest? You got your 15?
Yeah, with 11.
It was Yuri, yeah.
Oh my
okay.
god.
That's the best we did.
Okay. Well, you rub your brain a bit. You're like, remember these trials, but again, for you, it's like, because it's part of your culture. Like for you, like everyone knows what they are, so you've never had to explain it. So looking at these people, you're like, oh, how do I explain the trials? In their limited brain capacity. So you say it's kind of like the Water Olympics. So it's all like kind of sports or cultural games. It's kind of maybe like the Highland Games with maybe some singing, and the Olympics, but it's all water-based. It's a turtle thing. So unless you're a turtle, it's like, because you might have like underwater singing, but it's anyway. So you try and explain to them about these Water Olympics. But your sister is going to be competing in one of the competitions. So they're politely asking you to come back / highly expecting you to arrive back to support your sister.
Oh, guys, I guess we're going to... like in Mario, when they hop on the Koopas and the shells and they kick them?
Mm-hmm.
But once they go in the water, it's a different game. And that's kind of what goes on in my village. So, like, if you guys want to go, I'm not expecting it, but my sister, she's all right,
Show me the
Do
pie.
you want us to go?
Yeah. I mean, you can invite like friends and stuff if you guys are all my friends.
Yep.
I would love to come if you're going. I'll follow you anywhere. You know this.
Just wait till you hear the yodeling. It's like gargling.
I was insinuating if you wanted to leave early, we could give you an excuse to leave early.
Yodeling requires breathing and singing at the same time. There's sort of an internal, external, circular motion. And they do this while swimming? I would not miss this for the world. How do they not drown?
I mean, some people just think it's like gargling.
Do they have?
It's really intricate.
Do they have water
Come here,
sports?
but I'm putting cotton wool in my ears at the same time. Yeah.
Do they have water sports like surfing and
like minnows? Do they suck them in and blow them out of their nose?
I don't think that's a thing. I think they probably. I hope that they filter out the water before using it in the competition. That'd be a little bit weird.
I mean, it would be terrible oversight.
I mean, have you ever had like stuff go like when you're drinking and it goes through your nose? Like that burns. It burns for us too. So imagine a minnow going in there too. Like, ooh.
Could you fire the minnows like projectiles, like maybe underwater dart fish throwing?
Yeah, but you know-
Calendar. I think you're turning
It's
this
a
into something
genetic
it's
thing.
not.
If you can roll your tongue, like burrito it, you can shoot them. But if you can't do that, then you're kind of at a disadvantage. That's the clover tongue.
Yeah.
That's only for like the land turtles.
Can you do the
I am a
clover tag? I
land-
missed that. I was too busy doing the... Oh yeah, I can't do
Yeah,
that
I
one.
could do it. So at this point, Blobbet looks at her and she's like, I thought I was weird, but you guys have got like issues. Like,
My
Oh, I
friends
bet
are
you'd probably
super
be good
weird.
at the yodeling.
she's like, maybe. She's like, oh, there's something. Oh, she's like, do you know those special cookies that your mom made?
Did you eat them?
Well, I was gonna give you, but my body kind of digests stuff like naturally, so she says she's like, just put your handy capable hand in and just I'll see if there's anything left. Give me a sleight of hand. What'd you get?
Put your stuff in there? You just put your stuff?
Natural
Sweet.
20.
Come on.
With the stuff?
Okay, no more so far to be that. You just put it straight in and you get a very soggy looking box. But because you did it so fast, there is a wet looking cookie in there, shaped like a little turtle.
Still kind of got the shape to it. Thanks, Blobbet.
She's like, tell your mom those cookies are good. She's like, I think they may have something inside them. I feel a bit strange.
When I visited home the last time, I did possibly leave some poppers.
She's like, I feel like you, and obviously she's transformed into you. She's like, I'm gonna be like this all the time now. I love you so much, and she hugs you.
You really should. I mean, it looks good on you. You wear it well. You can come home with us too if you want. I mean,
She's like,
that'd be cool.
She's like, I want to be a turtle so bad. And then she passes out.
She's wasted.
So,
Smothers her.
and then she wakes up and she's like, oh wait, I have the other part of the message. She's like, yeah, so the reason why she's telling you this is so obviously because she says, I think I got this message like a few weeks ago, but I forgot, because I've been busy. But Blob was really interested. He's very touching. So he's got you guys to sponsor the event a bit. So you're going to go to promote the club. So it's like you can see your sister and, maybe give some free samples, maybe do a bit of dancing. So it's like, it's a win-win. Like, promote the club, see families, etc. And then she passes out.
Are we getting primed for another dancing episode?
Maybe. It might be the final one of this
Don't egg
season.
him on. Don't egg him on.
Don't egg him on.
But
yeah.
I think we
right,
did
Dave.
great last time. I think we did really good.
I won last time.
I
Francis,
think we're-
when
I
he
think we did
see, I was going to say when he does mention about dancing, Francis feels this sense of like, oh shit, that's me. I'm gonna have to do my employer proud. I won the dancing competition last time. I'm gonna have to show up and be the best I can be for my employer.
we'll see. I usually do one per season, so probably might be the start of the next season, but probably not this one.
With the musical
because
episode, we're
halfway
all
through it.
singing in the next season, guys. We're all taking singing lessons over when this season ends and we do Dustin's game. We're all taking singing lessons, and then we're coming back. We're doing a musical episode.
And Blobbet says like, oh, and like the best game of the trials is that Drowned Water game the geeks play. Like, like tabletop and little people. It's really popular. You should check it out. Drowned Worlds. Yeah.
Awesome.
That's from my town?
Yeah, apparently. Some guy called Dustin made it. He's
That was
little.
meta. That was meta. That was very meta.
I love a beyond the fourth wall joke. It's brilliant.
So as this is all happening and you guys are kind of chatting, having breakfast, Dave, oh, I should have told you this before, but you can wing it. Dave's smart and drunk enough. So Dave, as this is happening, you see whatever the totem animal of your grove is, your druidic grove. What animal would that be?
That would be the wolf.
Okay. So you see a little wolf puppy kind of clawing at the window of the tavern.
Cute.
And it's kind of like it's kind of like yelping a little bit.
Yeah.
Kind of like yelping at you.
I'm opening
Sure.
the window. Get in.
Sure.
Come in.
So it runs in and kind of starts sniffing you, and it starts barking at you, and it keeps barking at you, and then like pushing you a bit.
Is he doing the whole like?
Somebody's trapped in the well.
What do you want me to do? He's doing the whole like London
Roll me an
little
animal
hobo thing, isn't it?
Roll me an animal handling roll.
Can I assist him in this? Can I be like, brother wolf cub? I've got good
no.
animal handling. Can I
Like
assist
this.
in that? Can I
Yeah,
give him a
I'll
wee
allow it. Sure,
advantage?
Sure, I'll allow it. You're kind of into animals, so I'll let him roll.
Yeah,
again,
I love animals. Brother wolf cub, so nice to see you here in the.
Yeah.
There we go. That
15.
dice is very cool.
Come on.
Okay. I mean, considering clearly he's trying to communicate with you, and you're like, oh, maybe I have a spell for this to like talk to him, being an animal.
Your face when you realised.
You want to redo that, Dave?
I only realised half a second before you, like.
Do I?
Does the wolf count as
Surely,
a small beast?
surely
I would
as a
say no, right?
as a druid, you've got to speak with animals.
You must have. Someone's got to speak with animals.
I have comprehend languages.
Oh.
If it helps.
Well, I can
Does that have
speak with
a
small
wolf on
beasts.
it?
I thought
I can
I
speak
did.
with small beasts.
You're a druid. You must have it. Otherwise, you get kicked out of the druid class. I'm pretty sure.
Probably why I'm not
maybe
in it
Oh, I
anymore.
can't talk to a wolf.
there is a chance that it's Sarah's character. I can't remember. She chose it randomly, but I'm pretty sure
Well,
you're a
maybe it
druid.
is.
You must have
Maybe
it
it
unless
is.
you deleted.
I'm sure I had that.
I can talk to
I haven't got
animals.
it on my sheet though.
Francis can talk to animals.
I mean, can you? Do you have
Yeah,
the
but
spell?
I
he thinks
I
they
can
can.
talk to animals anyway in real, naturally.
In real life.
Not-
Do you
not-
want me to cast
In real
comprehend
life.
languages?
It's no language, that'll no work.
I don't think that works with animals. Yeah,
haven't
it has to
got-
be an
I haven't
animal.
got
Oh,
to speak
it
with
doesn't
animals
have
anymore,
any
for what-
spoken language.
The
No
only thing I
language.
can think, Martin, is when I changed, and this is above the table, you let me change the fighter druid mix, and I think I took it off the druid thing.
I'm pretty sure druids can change their spell, so the wolf gives you that look where you're like, maybe you need to go to sleep and change your spells up a bit, and you just wait.
Wait, can't you just turn into a wolf and then therefore speak wolf?
Yeah.
Although, if I've
Might
met
be
one,
these.
I have got this.
You've
I
just
have
met
got
one.
that,
You've just met one now.
I thought that's what you were gonna do.
Wild shape.
But here's the thing.
Everyone
I-
druid had to be.
I don't
So
know
tell me, man.
I don't know if your wild shape means that you can understand what it's saying.
For the sake of you
I
not
feel
having to.
Good.
Yeah, you become a wolf.
I think I'm going to allow it for the sake of roleplay. I don't know if it's like.
I will
canon, but-
cast wild shape, and I will turn into a puppy wolf. A puppy
Okay,
wolf,
so-
not a full blown wolf, because I might not be
Okay.
able to do that. But a puppy wolf, I'm sure that.
I mean, I
must be
don't
allowed.
think you can choose your age. You just have to be the age that you are. So you'll be like a
Yeah,
20
you're gonna
something
be an adult
You
wolf.
can't.
You're
Make
going to be an
you're
adult
like a
wolf
wolf
because
You're
you're
a
an
wolf
adult.
that's trying
adult.
really hard to look like they're in their 20s. That's all I'm going to say. So you do cast the spell, and then the little wolf cub is like, why haven't you got the one spell? Why can you not use the spell? Have you
Forgot
turned your
it.
back on? You
I
forgot
forgot
it?
I forgot it.
Oh, he's like, oh well, I've got a message for you anyway. He's like, you know the Druid Grove, the group of druids that you're with, which the name is what, Dave? Because I don't know.
The name
You're-
is
you're-
the Circle of the Burnt Twiglet.
Okay, they're called the Burt Twiglet. I've got Wolf. I'm right. This is canon.
I
This is
changed that
canon.
midway through
Oh.
this session, by the way. That changed.
Okay. Okay. So, yeah, it says I do have a message for you as well. Cut this down because I'll forget. So, wolf is your animal.
So, at this point, this is a cub, and
Yep.
I'm someone that's in the 40s but pretending to be in the 20s. I'm going to say, drop the attitude, young man.
Well, no, you're
talking
whatever.
to an elder.
I mean, you're whatever age your character is. So, is he in his 20s, 30s, 40s? I don't know.
He's in his early 30s.
Oh, well, then he's you know, like the equivalent of a 30-year-old. So what? He's like 6 or 7 years old ish. So it's fine.
I mean, if we're looking at dog years, he's ancient, like 40
Yeah.
times.
Well,
Well,
hang on,
equivalent,
because
not like
so they changed how they do dog years. They've changed the theory. It's not just 7 years anymore. Apparently, the first year of a dog's life's more like 10 years.
It's not a theory.
But then it
it's a
slows
fact.
down. It's not a
Dogs
fact.
age a certain level to.
It's not a fact. It's not a
That's what
fact.
it
'Cause-
is.
aye, but apparently they could know because you're talking about it's like it's like adolescent development and stuff. You're talking about its maturity versus its age. They reckon in the first year now a dog ages about 10 years in the first human year, and then it slows down to about 5 years per year. Actually, they changed it.
Well,
It's not 7 years anymore.
My dog's 5 and he still walks into walls.
So that means he's 10 plus
So, yeah.
20, he's 30.
That might not be an age thing. That might just be your dog.
Yeah, that might be something else.
On the old rule, your dog would be 35, and the new rule is 30.
I don't think any game has gone through many animal-related tangents, but thanks, guys.
I love an animal fact, and I just heard that recently, so.
There you go. So the little wolf tells you that the Grove of the Burnt Twiglet wanted him to do them a little favor because you've been lacking with some of your druid duties. And he tells you there is a local tribe around here in an area called Teltepec. And the druids and shamans there know these methods how to placate these nature spirits, and the Grove's having a lot of problems with these entities. So they were hoping maybe, because you're in the area, that you could maybe contact them and ask them about their techniques that they use to calm different natural upheavals in different lands and stuff. So basically, have to calm the earth a little bit. So with you being in the area, they thought they would ask/demand you if you could do this. And the wolf obviously has heard the conversation about the Shanka trials, and looking on a map, you do see actually that the most direct route would be through this kind of through the desert where you are now, through like a volcanic pass, and that's pretty much where this area is. So it's directly on your fastest route on the way to the Shanka trials and Yurdi's village, Yurdi's city. Anyway,
Of course.
there you go.
Of course, absolutely. 100%.
Okay, so at this point, Blobbert, you guys probably finished eating a little bit, and your new horse and wagon turns up ready to take you on your journey. Unless there's anything else you want to say or do.
Wait, are we not following that person to the guild?
No, they got abducted. They got whisked away by a shadow bird thing.
Oh, that's right. It's some Lord of the Rings shit.
The prince. She's talking about the prince. Yeah, the prince is
I mean, I'm gonna say
magicked away.
Can Yurdi and Francis roll me a intelligence or history check?
Okay. Intelligence or history. My history is a bit better than my intelligence.
With advantage. You can both, just you two, this one. Oh, Yurdi did well.
It was better on the second one.
Okay.
17
So
and
between
19.
you two, you realize that owl thing looks suspiciously like the owl that you saw quite a few weeks ago.
Tlaticoco
when you
or whatever it
rescued-
was called.
Yeah, don't make me say a Mexican name. I've got the Aztecs next time, so.
Chuchitlacoco or something like that. It was, I think.
Yep. So you recognize that creature.
I wondered if it was that.
Yeah, it looks.
Oxycodone.
Yeah, I think it might be that. Yeah, big, thin-looking owl. Yeah, you recognize as seeing one before. So just raises your suspicions a bit about something. Okay, but yeah, you guys are back on the wagon nicely with new horses, and we're doing a little bit of fun because I like to make travel a bit of fun, and we've got just enough time to do this. I think we're just gonna have a little bit of fun. I'm not gonna make. Well, I'm gonna make you roll, but I want you to all roll me a d20. You can have some input with this, but I've got a few topics for you guys to do stuff. But oh, sorry, I need a survival roll first. Who's going to take charge of the wagon to see how long it takes you to get to your destination?
I have vehicles land as a proficiency, so I shall do that. Right.
Sure,
I have experience with driving wagons.
Sure, I'll give you advantage.
And what did you want me to roll again? It was survival with advantage. I've got a +6 on survival.
Yeah. Yeah.
I eat dirt and air.
So roll that.
I'm good at survival.
Yeah.
What do you want? A D20?
No, not yet. Sorry, not yet.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
okay.
nice! You did very well. So you get to roll the better roll. So, Francis, can you roll me a d4 and add 1 to the total?
Sure can. 5.
Okay, so it takes you 5 days to get to your destination, which is pretty good. It's like probably average. So you make some good time. My pen keeps flicking off. But as we do travel, because travel can be boring, so I'm trying to make it more exciting.
I'm guessing if we failed the survival, it was a higher dice.
Yeah, I would have made you. It would have taken you a bit longer. Okay, you will have to. I will say you will need to reduce your rations by 5 on your sheets, because obviously you've eaten them, unless you're using magic. Obviously you're resting in this time as well, so yeah.
I think I only have 1 day worth, so I would be eating. But Francis eats berries and seeds and stuff and nuts.
I have 9, so I can give you the other 4 days.
Oh yeah, thank you so much.
I only had 5, so I am down to 0.
Yeah, I'm down to 0.
You guys might need to.
I had 9, so I'm okay.
Right,
Does anyone need any?
Thank you, yeah.
I'm gonna be down to 0.
Yep.
Okay, so I mean, remember you can do some pre-shopping for the next game if you want to replace your provisions. Oh
no!
Now, sorry, you can.
Sorry, I have 9 when I'm going to my inventory. I had 9, so I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't need to help me yet. Thank you.
Yeah, usually you start off with 10, but yeah.
I had 9.
So you're all right for food. Yeah, so now can you roll me a d20 because we're going to do a bit of fun on your travels just before we finish. Tell me who got the highest.
What are we rolling?
Not me, just a d20.
Custom roll, Dustin, just a d20.
Got a few low ones between us.
Oh, me so far? On an 8?
Highest on an 8, aye. Highest with an 11.
Go on, Calendar.
So Calendar. So Calendar. Basically, what I've done to make traveling a bit more fun, and so you can do a bit of role play, and it works out well. So each day, one of you tries to make the trip a bit more bearable by maybe doing like an activity or something to kind of keep people interested. So, you are free to change this as much as you want, Calendar. I just quickly put you, because you're a bard, that you would maybe make everyone do a sing-song. But you're free to change it to any activity that you want. How would you get people to know you a bit? How would you keep them, enthused for the long travel?
He is going to regale them with the story of the elder, soiled, illegitimate prince.
Sure.
And
Classic.
this was what in Bard's College they call a bittersweet tragedy. And it's the story of a young prince that is developed a reputation for having less than desirable qualities, yet somehow was very well loved. And he fell for this beautiful woman who had everything that he ever wanted, but he suspected that she was being unfaithful to him. And so when he confronted her, and this is the glory, is the audience, and I'll need you, my friends, to echo with me the elder, soiled, illegitimate prince's words, what she said to him, what he repeated in his impassioned cry, You got what I need. You say he's just a friend. You say he's just a friend.
Oh, baby, you got what I need.
You say he's just a friend.
You say he's just a friend.
You say he's just a friend.
He's just a friend.
That was scary. Yeah. I loved it though. Can you all roll a performance check to see how Calendar obviously doesn't have to do it because it's his sound. Everyone else, can you roll me a performance check to see how in tune you keep with Calendar?
Who rolled a 20? Who did that?
Oh, baby, you. RxOliver is pitch perfect, everyone.
Francis, yeah, Francis.
Francis has got that deep spiritual
Francis
connection.
is feeling it.
Yeah,
Francis is feeling it.
Valorant not so much.
I've got a sore throat tonight.
Yeah, Yuri, very average, very average.
I'm used to the yodeling from my town.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you sound better underwater, so you can prove that in a future game. Pedal, slightly better than Yuri. Francis obviously stole the show. Well done, guys. So you guys have a bit of fun on the first day.
Francis loves to
as
sing.
Calendar gets you guys to do a bit of a sing-song, and you get to know each other a bit. So can everyone apart from Calendar roll me a d20 and see
Bravo,
who's going to go
Dustin.
next?
That was fantastic.
Yeah, it was very fun.
A big one for Franco.
Someone got a
Who's
16.
driving?
You got the 16.
I'm driving, yeah.
Yuri. Okay, Yuri. Same thing for you. I've got something to help you, but you don't have to. So yours was craft. So something crafty maybe.
I was gonna Bob Ross it, or
You're gonna Bob Ross? Okay,
Oh,
so
amazing.
you're
Bob
trying to
Ross.
So what are you gonna? I mean, you obviously need to demonstrate and then get them involved. So you take the lead.
for sure.
Yeah, go for it.
There was a famous turtle, Bob Moss, back in my city. Great painter. This is kind of how I learned my cartography skill, not to brag or anything. So we're gonna start out with his favorite color, a little bit of shallow mellow yellow. And we're gonna paint the sun, and you're just gonna give it a little bit of a nice contrast on the landscape, get that horizon defined. Now we're gonna take a little bit of spit, and it just adds a little natural element, like to watercolor, because it's so dry out here in the desert. So my paint's kind of cracked a little bit, but we're rolling with it, right? And the best thing is taking slow strokes. We don't make mistakes, just happy accidents, and we take our time fixing them. So, You don't gotta be perfect at this. You're just gonna make them little tiny strokes if you need to, big strokes, whatever you're feeling. And instead of like trees, we typically paint like algae and stuff. So I mean, paint what you're used to seeing. Feel it from your heart. And this is really from living kind of a sheltered life. But I mean, I think it's a pretty good hobby.
I'm gonna give Calendar again. You get heroic inspiration for playing your character, so Calendar can have it, and you can definitely have it for all the shell puns. You two so far have heroic inspiration.
Love Bob Moss.
Which you
Loved Bob Moss.
Yeah, so
Amazing.
So yeah, remember to click the button at the very top that says heroic inspiration. A little sun will appear, and then it means you've got it for next time.
Happy little son.
A happy little sun. So you can only have one though, and that's it.
Where do I find the heroic inspiration?
Next to your walking
on your
speed.
sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it'll be blank, and you just click the black box, and it should turn into a sun.
Yes, now I see it. Thank you.
So yeah, so you can only ever have one. Yeah, so you can't collect them, so I'd use them quick, you know.
You can
Oh,
pass
yeah.
them on though, can't you? If you want to, you can pass them to another player.
I allow them to pass them on, but you have to inspire the character and roleplay it a bit, but yes, you can, yeah. So, it's going to be another performance check to see how your pictures go. If any of you are proficient with any art skills, I might give you advantage. If not,
I
it's
have-
a straight roll.
Yeah, I've got proficiency with
Are we
painter
painting in the back
supplies.
of a moving wagon?
It's whatever Yeti, are they painting the wagon? Are they painting on paper? I don't. Are they painting the horses? I don't know. Your choice.
No, I've got some parchment.
We're on a
2x3 canvas.
I
Really tight.
have proficiency in painter supplies. Sorry, Martin. Will that give me advantage? Yeah.
Oh, it will, yeah, if you're proficient, yeah. If
Francis
any of
is
you have
loving this.
proficiency in- Nice.
I've got a plus
The
0 in
canvas is
performance. So.
actually the people that I've skinned from our adventuring together.
Oh, very Texas chainsaw of you. Love it.
Oh, that went really dark. From
should've-
Bob Ross to that.
I mean,
That was quite a shift in
You
mood.
should have done lamp making, then I would have given you like. Anyway, let's
Candle
see what
making.
people got. Yes, let's see what everyone got. I don't think this one was as good as the last one, right? Oh no, yeah. So you guys are. Oh no, Pedal, you did well, right? So Pedal.
Pedal's got a 20.
I got 20.
Smashed
Pedals
30,
is
20.
Pedals is sellable. Basically, you could sell your artwork. Thalran, again, average is fine. Francis, also fine. Calendar, I need yours. The performance check to see how your painting skills go.
Hang on, whoa.
Nice.
How is fine, 10 is fine, and 1 is fine? That's a
You
goal.
got one. No one got one.
No one got
Francis
one.
got one.
That was a custom rule. That was
Francis-
the.
TV rolled.
That was the something else.
Yeah.
I thought Francis got 11.
I did
sorry.
get an 11. That one was something
No,
else.
he did.
Oh.
He did.
Oh,
okay.
sorry.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, that's why I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, so one.
Yeah, that
obviously-
one was something
one
else.
is like where you put your hand through the canvas and go home.
No, I got an 11.
Well done. Okay.
I like to think I'm sitting in Yurdi's lap and just like doing the shading underneath whatever she's doing, so it's all the same painting.
Just copy it
Beautiful.
exactly.
It's beautiful.
It looks so good.
You should consider
Collaboration.
apprenticing if you're ever open to it. I'd be thrilled to teach some more.
I would love to learn from
Not
you.
necessarily Francis and yeah, okay, yeah. That would take a little bit more time, I think, my friend.
Okay, so
I'm better at this normally. I'm driving and painting at the same time, remember?
Yeah,
Oh,
so it's
yeah,
like, are we in the back
yeah.
of a moving?
I'm driving
mean,
this
yeah.
moving vehicle.
So can everyone roll me a the last 3 people? Can you all roll me a d20 to see who goes next?
I don't know which one that was.
Is it
I got a
15? Is 15 the highest?
I think
I
we're
don't think
still
anybody
waiting for
else
Dave.
rolled.
Oh, Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Oh, I just figured out how to change my dice.
Oh, 15.
2 15s. We need to
Uh,
reroll.
Tie, 2 15s.
You need to both roll again then. Well, you can change your dice. I like the little potiony ones, but
The noise the potion one makes is really cool.
I just figured out how to do it.
17.
Okay, so I think it's Thalrin then. Yeah. Thalrin. So again, it's your choice if you can think of kind of a fun activity. I put down bird watching / whatever animal, but you can choose anything that you think would be fun. Yeah, that you want people to get involved with on the third day.
Bird watching. How is that fun?
Well, that's why I said it could.
You gotta find them.
I love
find 'em.
birds.
Find 'em.
I love birds.
Way to diss like every woman that's probably in her like grandma era right now.
Yeah, but you just
Yeah.
sat there
Different
watching. I
types?
mean, it's adding the fun.
It's,
Well, if you
it's
want-
peaceful.
Birds are
It's
wonderful.
like bread making.
Birds are-
bird
birds-
watching.
It's like an I Spy game. It's like an I
I've
Spy
obviously-
game.
I've just walked into that.
I mean,
Petal, you just ruined the
can do
spoiler.
what you
I got a
Petal,
warbler outside my window right now.
you've just ruined the
I mean, you
spoiler
can
for
do
what I'm
people-
doing, by the way.
People watching. People watching.
Sure.
There's
that's the
nobody
one.
here.
We're in
Nope,
the
you said
desert.
it, and now we're gonna have.
There's got to be people.
Are we on a road?
We've got to be passing through villages or through
Yep.
Yeah,
No, he
we're
said
on the
it.
road.
Now
settlements or stuff
he
like
said
that.
it,
surely.
and now he said it, and now I'm gonna make him regret it. So,
Too
yes,
late for that, Martin. Thank you.
You've done it. So, you come up with your concept of like how you like to look at people, but they don't know that you're looking at them, and you teach them some skills on how to observe people when they don't know that you're there, and then you write
Yeah.
down their descriptions in a little book.
Now you're making it seem creepy. Don't do
That's
that.
creepy.
No, don't do that.
You said
No.
it. I was
No.
like bird spotting, and you were like people.
I can. If you're on holiday and you sat by the pool and you see the people walk past, people watches, because you see the people arguing, you see the people having the discussion, and you're thinking, what are they talking about? And you just sat people.
Yeah,
watching.
but we don't keep a notepad on them.
No, no, I'm
Martin
writing
added
notes,
that.
like-
I didn't add that. Martin added that.
Yeah, well, you walked into it. So I'm gonna need everyone else to roll me a perception check as you try and observe some people occasionally when you see them at the roadside, and take notes on.
Yurty's a
Yurity, how come your dice has...
I was
Oh,
gonna
there's
say
a
that.
slug that comes out. There's a snail. Yurity, how does your dice do all of that?
Let's see what we got.
How much
Did
just
you-
happened?
That was very cool.
Yeah, Yurdi, you're full on pervert. You know how to find people when they have no idea that you're
I already
there.
knew that.
In certain forms of undress, maybe, but
Hell, I even know that one's name.
Fucking hell.
I know that's a Calvin over there. I overheard them talking, and that's Calvin. He lives in 42 East Quality Way or whatever it is. P. Sherman.
Peace,
So yeah,
Sherman.
Yurdi's fully on it. Pedal's pretty good as well, though. I mean, she's on the spectrum of enjoying managing to get the information on people.
The voyeur
France is not so.
spectrum.
Yeah, Francis not so much. you know what people look like. I just need. Calendar, I need yours. It's a perception check.
Okay, let's see.
Perversion check.
It's a pervert
Pervert
but we
check.
have to
See if you're a
call it
pervert or not.
13.
He's got a +7 on a pervert check because he's a bard.
Yeah,
That's
so
right.
he's in between. He's in between. So he's more than Francis. Yeah, he's like again on the path. He's like beginner stalker. So well done, guys. Dave's
I
fault.
think-
I said bird watching. He
Beginner.
changed it.
I'm sorry, but every time I hear the term bird watching, it's in reference to looking at beautiful young women. And if I look at them, I have to talk to them. It's the 13.
There you go. So there you go. I'll leave you alone now, Dave. That was the third day. Can the last two roll me a d20 to see who goes? Yeah, for this one.
I I'm glad we established halfway through that most of us are perverts, apparently.
Most
Not me.
people yeah.
I mean, I'm glad you know what people look like, though, Francis.
I know what people are.
Okay, what do we get? So, so it's Francis. So, Francis, it's your choice. For you, I put down pray/meditation. Your choice, or something else. It's your choice. It's just for everyone chooses something different.
So I was.
Choose something different.
Well, it's funny because.
I made that mistake.
Well, no, I am going to choose something different because
Do
it's
what I say,
I'd already.
or you'll be like Dave.
I'd already decided on it, and Birdie mentioned it actually. Birdie mentioned playing I Spy. That's what Francis does, because that's what the driver does. That's what you do when you're driving. You play I Spy. Except it's always B or S. I Spy with My Little Eye, something beginning with B, or I Spy with My Little Eye, something beginning with S. And he only ever says B or S. And it turns out to be Brother Sky or Sister Road or Brother Rock or Sister Tree.
Oh,
And it's never T for tree or
Yes.
B for bird. It's always
I was
B or
thinking
S for
shit.
brother and sister.
Okay. So you want to play I Spy? I'm happy with that. So I'm not going to let you do perception as well, though. So you can choose it to be investigation or nature. Yeah,
Nature.
It's your choice. Investigation or nature.
Let's do nature.
I'm not
Okay.
trained in either of them.
Okay, so everyone roll nature.
Petal doesn't fully understand. Petal keeps thinking you just mean like look for shit.
Oh.
Cool. You guys are doing pretty well at the I Spy. Yeah. Valorant. not so much.
This is just another form of praying. It's with an E instead of an A.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
and Pedal, pretty
praying.
good. Valorant the nature lover doesn't like nature. Yeah, I just need calendar. Let's see if you're good at I Spy.
I'm busy
Perception.
people watching.
There's your
Yeah.
Pervin.
Yeah.
Being a peeping Tom.
Ooh,
Go on, calendar. Love it.
27. He is an expert looker of things. Well done. Great job. And finally, we have Petal, which again, just to get some of your backstory in, I just put goat handling because you were trying to find a goat for a bit. So I was like, yeah, something to maybe gonna teach them how to milk a goat, look after a goat, I don't know, or something else. But I'd say make sure it is with a different ability check to what we've had. That's kind of what, yeah.
So do
have you
animal
got any
handling.
ideas?
I'm going to go acquire a goat. I'm going to acquire a goat on the road. First goat we pass, I'm going to acquire that one. I'm going to
You
teach everybody how to groom a goat. It's very important. Make sure they're groomed. You have to make sure their horns don't go back into their brains. It's a thing that can happen. It can go right through the skull.
Mhm.
Make sure that their little hooves are good. If they don't get a lot of walking around, their hooves will get too long. It's really bad. I'll show them what type of goats you can milk and which ones you shouldn't milk, i.e. the difference between a boy goat and a girl goat.
Brother goat and sister
And I'll
goat.
show them how you create a saddle for a goat.
Wait, they all have nipples, though, right?
Yes, they do. That's why you need to know
They-
the difference.
But you can't milk them.
Can't milk a boy goat.
If it's just one set of nipples, you can't milk it. If it's more than one set of nipples, you can milk it. And I'm like holding the goat up and pointing to its belly.
Yuri seems disgusted and aroused. I'm not sure what that face is. I don't know what it means.
I mean, how many sets do they have?
So apparently an animal has a number of
Look.
nipples
Talking about a girl bird or
for
a boy
its
bird?
ideal
Look for the
breed
goat
size.
look for the goat with 2 holes. That's the main thing.
Oh, they have more
That
than
could be
2.
deceptive.
I'm
Don't
pretty
look
sure.
at their.
Be
Don't be
deceptive.
looking at that end of the goat, Dave. You fucking creep.
Oh, I mean, you guys are gonna have to do some rolls. I'm gonna need.
I'm not
another
looking at that end of a
battle.
goat.
That's how you tell male and
Animal
female.
handling.
Animal handling.
And then
that
I'm gonna show you how to look inside their eyes because goats get parasites very easily. Sometimes you can see them swim across
Oh
the eye.
jeez.
But you
I
give them a couple
wanna do
plants and check
this.
that
Oh, I
out.
reroll once. I reroll once. I reroll once.
I'm great at it.
It's great. Yeah. Oh, cool. I like the little.
That dice
little
is
guy
cool.
that turned up.
Nipples versus their anus. Now telling me to look at their holes.
So Francis, Francis.
Males have 1, females have 2. That's it.
So yeah, Francis and Yuri, you guys are goat experts. Valorant, yeah, very
Tharon,
good as well.
I'll explain to Tharon that you don't
Calidor.
need to look at the holes. The ones that are females will have big, saggy, hanging down nipples that will hang down from the
I think
bottom of their
Solomon
body.
got like slightly hung up
You
just
don't
trying
need
to
to-
explain to Yurdi a much simpler way.
You
and
don't need
wasn't
to
fully
look at
paying
that end of the
attention.
goat. You don't need to look at that end of the goat, Tharon.
You can milk a girl, you can't milk
I'm
a boy.
gonna stand the
that's it.
goat up and I'm gonna shoot milk on everybody as they pass.
No!
You guys did all really well. So even Calendar got a 15. So you guys really are interested in goats now. This is the best score that you guys got. So yeah, well done. The goat is not maltreated at all. Well done. So
Can I keep this
this-
coat?
Did you steal it?
Yeah, I just grabbed the goat I saw
You
walking
can't
out
keep
the
the
road.
goat if you stole it and Martin's frozen. Has it gone midnight?
It has, Cinderella internet's kicked in for
I think that means
Martin.
I get to keep the goat.
It does,
I think that means I get to
Wait,
keep the goat. That's what that means.
But what
I'm
about
putting it on my
Curse?
inventory list.
Is Curse a boy or a girl?
Curse is a boy.
Don't try and milk him, Tharon.
I mean,
He'll be
you
back in a
can.
minute.
It's just a different kind of
No,
milk.
that's the thing. I know the difference between a boy and a girl.
Because you've been staring at their
That's-
Yeah, I
arses.
think at one
Fine.
point, Sauron just completely checks out, and he's just trying to explain to Yurdi like it's not that hard. And
Boy,
Francis is also trying to.
Girl milked, boy's not. That's it.
You-
It's not.
No,
rocket
you can't.
science.
You can milk a boy. It's just different.
You can try.
He normally tries to buy you dinner before or afterwards.
I mean, you can try.
Well, we're gonna talk about the
There
milking
you
that
go.
lets you make cheese.
This is why I scored higher than you.
So Martin, I
scored
went ahead
higher
and
than
put it on my
us?
inventory.
That's in a
can-
different way, yeah.
You can add the goat, yeah. So you know about my Cinderella internet doesn't like playing
Yeah,
past
yeah.
midnight, so I've had to personally
Yeah,
put
we
in.
carry
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys know at this point.
I'm used to it.
Yes, you can add a goat. You can add a goat, which I think actually is on. I'm pretty sure you can buy a goat for a few. Anyway,
Stole
you
it.
get one.
Brought up a
Stole
figurine.
the goat. That's
Custom item.
brilliant.
Here we go.
Yeah,
Custom item.
yeah, you can add a goat. We are going to finish in a minute, but yeah. So you guys do your 5 days travel, getting to know each other a little bit. And the road weaves through a stretch of rainforest that flanks the deep valley, drawing near the town of Etzalan. You see a little signpost. And past a bend, you see smoke rises through the trees, and you can hear shouts ringing out, and you can see an overturned wagon lies on the road, and through the smoke you can see people being attacked by serpentine creatures wreathed in flames, and that's where we're going to end tonight's game.
Ooh.
I don't think they need us. I
Hey.
think they're fine.
There you go.
Yeah.
So you
got
have
that hand.
well done. So you've literally finished
Yeah,
all of
they're
the last game, and we've literally started the first sentence of the new one. So the next chapter, which you will be starting out next time, is called Trail of Destruction. So, but we'll be starting that next time. But you've literally just arrived. That's the end of the game. Hope you guys had fun. You got a fight in. I tried to give you guys a bit of silliness, and obviously I'm trying
That
to
was
tie
fun.
some of your backstories in. Tried to tie in some of your backstories. So yeah, you will hopefully be heading. All of you will be going to your town at some point, but Yuri's I think will be happening in this season, and then everyone else's will be in the last season. So yeah, it's just Yuri. Yours will be the last one of this game for the season.
And,
That's yeah.
and I think we're going to level up, are we, Martin?
Yeah, you can all level up to the next level, which should be level 8.
Nice.
Which is yeah. So you guys, it's not a big one, but it's big in the sense that you usually, unless you've multi-classed, you can
It's ability scores
put
off
some of
our
your
feet.
your ability skills go up, or you can choose a feat. So like
Can
we
we
were
do
saying
that?
before.
Can we do this in between?
Mm-hmm.
This
Oh, we're not
and
doing-
session
Yeah,
sort
yeah,
of
we're
thing,
not doing that now. We'll do it
Yeah,
after.
yeah.
I was
Yeah,
going
yeah,
to say,
yeah.
we're not doing it live. Okay.
No, 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 no. We'll do it
Just
after.
just so you guys know. So yeah, it's big as in because you need to do a bit of. If you're gonna choose any of the feats, you need to really look through them. Like we were saying to Calendar about the armor situation, if he chooses that. But what I'll say is we'll probably have a go by yourself because I think we've leveled up before. And then if I'll probably come in a bit early for the next game, and then obviously if anyone needs to ask me or look at anything, I'm happy to do that. And again, we'll sort out the shopping pre-game again. So yeah, you guys might need to come a few minutes early, but yeah, I'm happy to sign off. Yeah. So yeah,
Fantastic.
Oliver,
On
do
that,
your
are we
thing.
just before we go? Are we okay to do the shopping in between as well? So if we look through that list and work out what gold we've got
Send
in
it to you?
between.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, so look at what gold you've got on your sheet. You purchase that, deduct it. I trust you guys to do that. If there's anything, if we come back at the start of the next game, like, or off camera, you're like, oh, we'll use the rest of the money to buy some healing potions. That's cool. But yeah, I would look at your sheet, spend your money on what you like. If anyone wants something really expensive, then you can ask the rest of the group, can I, if they're fine to give you like 100 gold pieces, that's fine, yeah.
Next.
Okay.
Fantastic. Thank you, Martin. Thank you, everybody for playing. That was great fun, as always. Thank you to the viewers catching up on YouTube in about a week's time. We really appreciate you. Thank you very much for watching. And to everyone watching live on Twitch, thank you very much for watching. We are RxOliver and the gang. Thank you.